steel a giant stands, a mech with heavy man's commands, each step a quake, a thunderous might, eyes aglow in the endless night. A taint beneath, dark and vast, power fierce, shadows cast, a mighty taint beneath its core, a warrior spirit, ancient lore. Welcome tainted, a lace-up tunic or medieval hoodie. Welcome tainted, let's talk about color, or should we? Welcome tainted, thinking outside the blocks. Welcome tainted, thanks for joining us, you rock. And have your fun hole rocks. Welcome tainted, enjoy the Chronicles Outdoor song. Welcome tainted, thinking outside the blocks. Welcome tainted, thanks for joining us, you rock.
Happy Sunday, everybody, and thank you for joining us for Think Outside the Blocks, your weekly official Brickworld live stream, where we talk to you about thinking outside of the perceived rigidity of the Lego medium and also thinking outside of your mental blocks. I, of course, am one of your hosts, Mark Larson, Chief Brick Officer of Brickworld. This guy over here, the guy on my left, Mr. Ben Hauger, Z Cerberus, everybody's favorite host, and a special guest this week, it's Joe Ellen Child. How are you guys doing?
Good.
Well, I mean, we were just hanging out in the green room for like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Way more than usual. I didn't say a word because I was finishing my dinner.
Yeah, you're busy.
But we're all here for a special episode. Another week with another fantastic guest. I feel almost like we're superfluous in this whole thing, Mark. Just bring in the guests and we can just hang out in the background.
Yeah, and Joellen has a particular specialty that she offered to bring us in to talk about it. Do you want to explain what you're going to be showing us tonight, Joellen?
Well, I do a winter village, and I also started a Halloween village, but it's all based on the winter village theme from Lego. I just modify and expand most of it.
It's a great bridge. I love having that at shows, people who modify official sets, because it's something that there's another type of Lego fan out there. You know, we categorize people as like builders or mockers, and like there's a third category, people who modify, which is great because you hear people complain about the way Lego officially reveals the set or produces a set all the time. You're like, it's made out of Lego. Just modify it the way that you want it to be, and you'll be happy. You can make it official plus. So
yeah, I get a lot of
looking
people
forward to that.
That know me send people my way when they hear people go, I could never do that. And they're like, you need to go talk to her.
Yeah.
This seems much more accessible because a lot of them recognize the sets.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, oh, wait, that's this set. Maybe I could do that.
And that's why I love when you do shows, because it's like, it seems more accessible to kids too. If they see something like Scott Thompson and LGMS, who are making this like giant layout with huge skyscrapers and train yards, they think they're never going to be able to do it. But if they see other people who are just like taking the sets that they also own and making them better, improving them and making them more creative and adding their own personal touches to them, I think that's really inspiring as well. And I think it's an important part of the Lego community. We lose it a lot because at the convention, it's almost like discouraged. If you come to Brickworld Chicago with official sets, even if they're modified, someone's going to say something. Unfortunately, I wish they wouldn't. But like I like having you here so we can talk about this tonight, because we can like kind of remove some of that stigma from people who modify sets, which I think is a great thing, and I think it's really inspiring to a lot of people. Yes, Brickdad Builds has he's taken all the official Hogwarts sets because they all fit together and they make the castle. Well, he's made it into the castle, and like he's built terrain and like the bridge from the final duel, and like just a lot of really cool stuff to inspire kids and really just kind of inspire everybody to build the way that they want to build and make the type of modifications that they want to see in what they have on their shelves, and make the hobby the most for them.
Yeah, and his display was amazing.
I do like it a lot. It's very cool. Like so there's a payout formula for the shows for exhibitors, and there's like this fine line between like official sets, modifications, and original creations. And like I think Brick Dad Builds and Joellen were the only people I went up to talk to. Like this is where I'm grading you. I just want to make sure you think it's fair. Because I really appreciate what you do, and I don't want you to feel like it's being diminished. So I think this is like, I think that's why I created the new grading system the way that it is, so that we have like a solid place for people who modify sets and create large displays out of them. So yeah, Brick Dad Builds is definitely cool. He was the first one in the chat tonight, by the way. Rob Claxton, channel member, is also here. V Mac Attack is also here. Remind me, somebody this week, to update the opening so that we get all the channel members' names in there. Jessica Bavier is here. Hey, Jessica, thank you for joining us. Thank you for hosting last week. Ben, you said that she was like a botanical builder, but you buried the lead that she was the person that built that Fabuland red flyer.
I mean, there was some Fabuland. Yes, obviously there was a lot of Fabuland. There was the red flyer. There was definitely some botanical-esque stuff in there, and I don't want to pigeonhole her as just that, but it's definitely the organic stuff, which is very botanical-ish. I would say
Yeah.
Why is very much up in what she does, very much in her work. And so we could right. Just as a think of it, it says, and then veer, like general veers.
Wow. Hey, I'm getting a lot of feedback here.
Yeah, you are getting a little.
Yeah, so I'm not sure which one of the three of us is causing it, but if we can look into it. Let me check mine. In the meantime, we also have Brick Orphanage. Alternate candidate channel member is here as well. Ron Smith, channel member, is here. Amy Schultz, channel member, is here. Just arrived home from a Chicago architectural boat tour. Nice. Those are great. I've been on them many times. Did you go on the river? Or did you go on the lake? Let's see. VMAC Attack is here. He says, don't have money, but what I do have are very particular set of skills. Skills I have acquired over a very long career. Skills that make me a nightmare for people like you. That's a quote from a movie. Am I wrong?
Sounds like Taken.
There we go.
Yep.
Papa Rex is here, channel member as well. Let's see. Brick Dad Builds says the joy of people recognizing their sets in the builds is priceless. Yes, I agree, and it encourages them to maybe do something like that with theirs. When they get home, zero offense. Thank you. Good to know. Yep, I got one of those. Yep. Yeah, I was happy to watch back because there's a lot of things going on that like nice to see a 3-hour stream with someone besides me, knowing it's not like the extroverted rambler that's causing stream to be 3 hours. It's nice to see 3 hours of interesting information, not just Mark's ego out there. And first one on the river. Nice.
Well, and we need to practice. Bavier. Bavier.
Bavier.
Bavier.
Bavier.
Bavier.
Bavier.
There you go.
Let's do 2 more minutes of that. That'll be.
We'll get it eventually.
You guys like us?
Like Wolf Mask Shadow Temple Dojo Shield.
Wolf Mask Shadow Dojo.
Land.
If you guys like seeing us pronounce the name Bavier again and again and again, you can always hit that like and subscribe button. I can't find the banner that. Oh, there it is. Hit the like button, but even better, hit the subscribe button because it will give you notifications when we're going live or when we post a new video. And it'll help us out because we are brought to you this week by the letter G because we are going to keep doing that until we reach a G.
Yes, and today I looked, we are at 986 subscribers, so we're 14.
So close.
Getting closer.
Yeah, I would say science says we're 14 followers away.
14. That is science and math. And make sure that we don't get stuck on 999 because that's the palindrome and I hate it. And if we hit 2001, go in there and hit subscribe so we can get to 1002. I don't want you to unsubscribe to keep us out of 1001, but we definitely can't hit those two numbers or it's going to drive me crazy.
Worse would be getting stuck at 989.
Yeah, that would be terrible. So anyway, that was our part of our first topic, getting closer.
Yeah.
Touching. We'll talk about that in a minute.
So. Go ahead.
The rest of it. Here we go.
Yeah, go ahead. You go.
Sure.
Sorry.
Then we'll obviously we already know we have a guest, but of course, what do we always do with a guest? We grab something from our closet of shame. We'll talk about some mocks in great progress, and then in addition to that, we will have our star of the show, Joellen, talk about what she's been doing with modifying official sets for the holidays. Then we'll talk some Lego news. Then Mark and I don't know how this number 6 will go, but there's a little story behind what this one is. Then it looks like maybe we'll be doing a close call and a rant, and then we'll see you next week, as far as I know.
As far as I know, that is correct.
Yeah.
I just switched my mic. My mic was on my MacBook, so maybe it was me causing this. But it sounded like somebody was running up the stairs for a minute there. Yeah, if anything's going nasty with the audio, please let us know in the chat. We'll do our best to fix it. Big Nate Bricks is also here. Good evening, sir. Thank you for joining us. So, Joellen, one of the things that I left out, I was dying to tell you during the our time in the green room, but I thought I'd save it for the beginning of the show because Ben and I kind of review our weeks, and I didn't bring it up last week, but you know the two of you know that I got very sick during Fort Wayne and wasn't able to help set up. I actually didn't go to the show until it was already open. So a couple hours after the public came in was the first time I appeared at Brickworld Fort Wayne. I did a lot of media on Wednesday, so I was on TV all week, but I was not actually there. We did a bunch of look lives, and so it appeared, if you were watching local media in Fort Wayne, that I was there, but I was not. And so, you know, we kind of talked, Ben and Joellen and I and Mike, because Mike is there as well. Hi, Mike. We talked
Like, he's
about
my tech support.
we talked about how my energy ebbed and flowed through the week and how I couldn't just wait to have the truck packed up, drive back to Chicago, and get some rest. Well, about 2 minutes away from my storage unit, I got T-boned by another car with a fully loaded U-Haul. And yeah, it was kind of like a week of I can't catch a break. And, you know, that's one reason, like I'm in a U-Haul so often, and people are so mean to U-Hauls. Like they just don't want them to be in front of them. And they will cut you off and they will try to force you out of a merge. And so I always get the extra insurance because I assumed at some point I was going to be in an accident in a U-Haul. And I was right. Self-fulfilling prophecy.
Yes.
But
No, you were just covering your own butt.
Yeah, CYA. And so I at least had that, but I had to wait for U-Haul's provider to send a tow truck, and it came 3 hours after the accident. And so I didn't get to unload the truck until Tuesday.
Oh.
Luckily, as we were like wrapping up from the accident and talking to the police, I went into the bar across the street to use the bathroom, and I did not order a drink for that entire 3 hours I was there. I did not go into the bar and drink. I really wanted to, but I noticed when I walked in that there was a camera above the door, and so after I got out of the bathroom, I asked the guy who appeared to be the owner or manager, like, does that camera run 24/7? And he pulls up his phone. He's like, do you want to see your accident? Because the guy had, who had hit me was like, do we call the police? I'm like, well, in Chicago, it's kind of a crapshoot. I'm like, they don't necessarily come. They'll probably tell us to just exchange insurance information. He's like, well, this was your fault. And I was like, oh, let's call the police, sir. Like, he ran a stop sign. It was a 6-way intersection. And there's too much of this crap in Chicago. There's some really poorly designed intersections in Chicago. 6-way intersection, 4 stop signs. I did not have a stop sign. He did. He did not know I had a stop sign. He was trying to roll through the stop sign, and he just floored it from the stop sign. And I did not have time to slow down. I tried. I'm laying on my horn, slamming on the brakes. And so I got video of it at least, and so I can send that to U-Haul's insurance company, or U-Haul for their insurance coverage. And so at least that part of it. But I was sick. I sat in the front of that U-Haul for 3 hours, facing the wrong direction, facing the opposite direction of travel on the road. I pulled off to the side where the parallel parking was, but I'd been pushed into the oncoming lane. And so luckily there was no one coming. But I was like the easiest path of resistance was to just pull into the parallel parking spots that were open on the opposite direction. I just kind of like played a word game on my phone, slept on and off, waiting for the tow truck to show up. So that was my return home from Fort Wayne.
Yeah, and I mean,
after everything that you guys know I went through that week. So.
Right, I texted Mark like, "Are you back yet? How's it going?" And he just he sends me the video, and that's it. I'm like, okay. Like, can I presume it's you in the U-Haul? And you're like, yep.
Hmm.
I'm like, oh, oops.
Let's see if I got this handy. How was your recovery from Fort Wayne, Joellen?
Well, I live 5 minutes from the Coliseum, so that was easy. And I took the Monday off work, because I always take the Monday off work after a show, and basically put my feet up because they hurt.
Yeah, it's a lot
But
of
other
time.
than that, mine was pretty easy.
A lot of time on your feet on a very unforgiving cement floor. So are you comfortable telling us all what you do for a living? Where you work in Fort Wayne?
Actually, my employer would love it if I did.
I thought so.
I work for Big Kid Bricks. He does custom printing on Lego minifig parts, and he also makes custom accessories. And he made the little Grinch that I have in my display.
Nice.
And I like his because it has hair on his legs, and a lot of the other ones don't.
That is very cool.
So there you go. Big
Nice,
Kid Bricks.
flexible Lego adjacent job. So
This is the guy we need to talk to, Ben, about making a Darth Sock figure
Darth
or
Sock, yes.
Apocalypse characters.
Yes. Darth Sock for sure.
He's got some really cool stuff. Well, if we're going to do our Apocalypse collaborative at Brickworld 2025,
Yeah.
we're definitely going to need figures for it.
Yeah. Jessica Bavir says, "Oh, super cool. Sounds like a fun job."
Bavir.
Apparently, VMAC needs some Nutcracker figs. We're also
Lego
getting
makes those.
we're also getting a high from Christian Lego Master, and apparently Brick Dad Builds is suggesting the Garage Band should do some music for your crash.
So
who knows?
Subahawk made, like 5 minutes after I sent the video to staff, Subahawk made a song for it. I didn't have time to make a video for it this week, but I am looking furiously for where I put this video. Thought I'd put it in an easy place to find, but I know I have it on Google Drive, so we'll find it, we'll share it, it'll be fun.
Well, while we're doing that, or while you're finding that, we can get on to our Closet of Shame segment.
Hell yes, we can.
I'm going to be interested to see what everyone else has. I have a very interesting one this week that I pulled out of the Closet of Shame. I was this week, since you asked, we had MEA, the Minnesota Educators Association, this week. And so I was out of town up at my sister's house in Fargo, where my wife and I graduated from college, where the North Dakota State Bison are. We went to a football game, and yes, Bison with a Z. I don't know why, but that's what everyone says.
Fair enough.
My sister and her fiance are both Lego enthusiasts to some degree. They have a few sets on display at the house, but for the most part, they buy sets and then squirrel them away to build later. So my sister and her fiance have maybe 7 Lego sets on display, but they have probably 25 sets each in the Closet of Shame. So it's not just a super nerds. Even some of our, even some of our family members can have themselves a Closet of Shame. So
yeah.
Who's going first today in Closet of Shame? We don't have a song for Closet of Shame yet, but we need one.
Oh, we certainly do.
We certainly do.
We've said that before, and now that we're having guests more often, but I think we should definitely invite our guest to go first.
I think so. Okay.
Well, I don't have a closet. I have a single set.
Interesting.
So it's the gamer van.
Is that video?
No.
The VDIYO
truck. It's a city set.
Oh, okay. It looks video-ish.
Well, I have one that I put together, and then I bought a second one because a couple years ago we were doing a club challenge of a set mashup, and this was one of my options. And I just don't know what to do with a second one of them, so here it sits on the box.
And are those stickers, or is that like pretty? Are those blue and pink patterns on the inside, like?
Yeah, they're
tile?
stickers.
Oh, boo! So you can't even like pull fun colors out of it.
No. I mean, all the lime green stuff is kind of nice in there, but
yeah.
I'm kind of, as soon as I get a Lego set, in the mail, I immediately have to open it and build it,
Nice.
or come back from the store or anywhere. My husband has more sets in his closet, but it's only like 2 or 3.
Yeah, and you're the guest, so we can't shame Mike.
I'm being corrected. It's 4 sets, but he bought
It's
like
4
2 or
sets.
3 of them at Brickworld Fort Wayne.
Dear Lord, I have 4 shelves full of these damn sets I haven't opened. I think that instinct like left me a long time ago to build it as soon as I have it. The thing I need to do is part it out, and it's just like, so it just adds more to sorting. And so like
Yeah.
there's 2 levels of sorting. There's sorting that I've like mixed together because I've built a mock, and there's the ones that are just like all the individual bags. That's an interesting view. Hi.
Wow. I haven't tried that one before.
Well, hi.
Yeah.
And then there are the ones that are like, yeah, that felt like that was like an out of body experience. I was like, why?
That was
why?
crazy, huh?
I
Yeah, I'm
don't
trying
like
to push
that.
the right button back because this one here is the one person as a big picture, and it's always the person in the top left, right? So it does me until I move it. So I was trying to push it
Mhm.
back, and there are 2 options on buttons. This one and this one. This
I
is
hate
the
this.
right one,
Like that is
but this is the
that's
wrong one.
terrifying. Stop doing
And if
that.
I click this, it just goes solo. So we
Yeah.
can try that one for Closet of Shame too, because nobody wants to look at our faces when Joellen has a Closet of Shame. But
Yeah.
I have
But-
a
There you
set
go.
of shame, not a closet.
So what happens is when the
Set of
shelves
shame.
start to overflow, I take one bin and dump all the poly bags, like the parts bags, into the bin and get rid of the boxes. And then I have these bins,
Yeah, that
and
counts.
I'm like, what's it? Is this mixed gray? I need gray, and I open it up, and it's just parts bags, and I'm like, God. Or like when I look something up on Bricklink and be like, oh, I have this set. I don't know what bin of random parts bags it's in, so that I just sit there on the floor and tear pieces out. It does help to like find the instructions and say what number bag is this piece in, and then at least try to find a bag with that number on it. It's madness, you guys. Like we really drive ourselves nuts.
Yeah, we do.
Ben, would you like to go next with your Closet of Shame? Oh, go ahead, Joellen. Sorry.
Absolutely here.
You
What were
need
you
to
gonna
pay
say?
somebody in Lego to sort for you.
I know. I know. I would love that. Actually, we were going to. Nicole has been doing less for Brickworld on the back end and doing more for merchandise. And I was like, if you want more hours outside of shows, like come over and sort my goddamn brick. Please, God, I need the help.
Yeah. Well, okay, here we go. Let's try this big box. I think I'll still be able to hear you guys when I push it, but here we go. This is what I have that I found, and I have no idea why I have this one.
What the hell does this mean, Ben? VMAX says he needs characters from the ballet, especially Mouse Rinks and Mother Ginger. Is he okay?
He needs
Does that mean
Swan
anything
Lake
to you?
characters.
Those sound like Swan Lake things, but like not. So I don't know.
All right.
Mouse King and something. I don't know,
Wait,
but you know how
Nutcracker.
VMAC
Maybe
is.
he's gonna do the Nutcracker ballet next.
What on earth is that?
This I think is the Princess Battle Pack. I don't know if anyone called it that.
I've got the Princess Battle Pack.
Yeah, but this one wants to be because it has 5 princesses in it. The 5 down here, wrong finger. I have no idea why I have this one, but it's only
It's just-
698 pieces in colors I don't use a ton, so it must have been on super discount.
Don't you
But
hate
I
when they
have
just
no idea why I have it.
don't you hate when they just appear in your Closet of Shame?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm just like
how did
why
you
is
get
that
here?
in there? Right. So this is it. I was lamenting the other day with Jessica that like all of the sets that are princess themed have to have a key in it for some reason. A lot of them have like locking functions, but this one doesn't. So I don't know. But there we go.
So we have a request for lifestyle shots with you in that set.
I think that'd be fair. Okay, this time I'm not going to do the terror. Here we go.
The terror.
Yeah, Ben hating on a castle. Yeah, I mean, this is not the normal castle I hate on.
True.
I can fully say, and I'm sure from this picture on the back, that it does in fact have a locking mechanism. This picture right here. Right here. So this one also has some locking mechanism to keep it closed, because like it's like the only play feature that they have in in these friends sets is some sort of weird locking mechanism on them.
I think we can all agree that. See, and now I hit it. I think we can all agree that like the Moana locking mechanism makes the least sense. Big
Yeah,
Nate
I don't
Bricks suggests that you got it for the tree.
The
Is that
tree.
possible?
Yeah, let me look. That tree, I believe, consists of maybe 3 pieces. It appears to be a big elephanty trunk thing, and then 2 saber leaves. I take it back. It's 4 pieces because I can see it on the back. But that's it. So 4-piece tree.
Yeah, I don't think you got it for that. Actually, I have
Yeah,
to
probably
disagree with Big Nate
Yeah.
there. Sorry,
But
Nate.
there you have it. It does have a couple cute little creatures. There's a cute cat and a lizard.
Prove it.
And a bird.
Yeah,
Yeah.
little like chameleon. Yeah, it's in the front
chameleon.
door there.
Yep.
Don't think that's a cat.
No, there's
So what
definitely
is
a
it?
cat. There's a cat and a pig.
Hmm.
There's definitely a cat. It's down here with I should know her name. Tiana.
Anna.
Down here with Tiana. So
It
there's a
does look.
cat too.
It does look like a giant squirrel.
The pink tower
Brick Dad
cones,
Bill
that's
says the
fine.
pink
Why
tower
not?
cones.
Why not? Could have been. I don't know. I have to angle it slightly to get it under the light, but there you go. So yeah, another Disney princess set.
I kind of like that island configuration in the upper corner on the front.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
this.
not a bad composition. Yeah, or that must be when it's closed and locked.
It's like half closed. It's like, look, we can open it back up if we use the key, but only if we use the key. So I don't know. I guess, a regular Technic axle would probably do it too. Just don't tell anyone. But there we go. That's what's in my closet of shame. For the first time, one where I'm not even sure why I got it.
That was like me with that pumpkin witch dragon thing.
Yeah. They could use the cones as spaceship engines. That's possible.
VMAX Tech says Apocalypse can invade that castle. Paul John's Life is back. Hey, sir, how are you doing tonight? Thanks for joining us. Jesse's Brick Galaxy says pink, gold, and white, new spaceship colors. Yeah, no more orange spaceships.
Yeah, no more. Pink and gold.
Pink and gold and white.
Yeah. Well. All right, Mark, look at this this ninja-ness here. I'm going to switch you to the left, and then we're going to go big screen so that you can show us your badness here. Here we go. Ready, set, and go.
Still ashamed that I have this and I haven't done a review of it yet, because it's by far the worst Animal Crossing set, and it needs to be shamed in review. So yeah, still haven't opened it. It'd be a nice, easy video to add to our library so that people who subscribe could see that we posted a new video. And I do want to get in there and get that Wilbur character. Is it Wilbur or is it Orville? Anyway, it's the dodo I like better. And I haven't pulled out all of my Animal Crossing minifigures yet from any of the sets. I've really only opened, I think, 2, Maple and Julian's birthday. Oh no, I opened Marshall as well. So anyway,
Okay.
yeah,
Do they
we have a
list
brick
the
shell
character
case.
names like on the top or anything on those?
No, I wish they did,
On the
because that'd make it a lot easier
top
for me.
side of the box.
Yes, I believe they do.
Yeah.
It is Wilbur. I
Wilbur.
was right.
All right.
Thank you. Wilbur.
There you go, Wilbur, upside down. There it is.
Yeah, you see it.
All right.
That's creepy.
So
Sorry.
I don't know.
So, yeah.
I mean,
Maybe
I'll
get to that this week.
yeah, maybe. So there we have
I
it.
don't think any of us should feel ashamed of the sets that we have in our closet of shame. I think those are 3 really cool sets.
They're cool. I'm just completely baffled why I have this one.
I would say it'd be
but,
like next year, Joe Ellen, if we do a haunted Fort Wayne, that would make a really cool DJ haunted party van for your layout.
Oh, I already have it as the gamer van, and it sits in front of the dance party as
okay.
another thing to do when you're not dancing. And I could probably reconfigure it to be something, but I just haven't figured it out yet.
All right. Well, Mark, we are surprisingly pretty much right on schedule because we're about half an hour in. That's usually when we talk mocks.
And you know
So
what?
let's talk some mocks. Do you have to go to the bathroom?
No, I did us a favor this week. Like John Paul here, I
has
didn't
no
have
time.
any Lego time this week either. He said weekend, but I said week. I took some time off. I needed some
Okay.
rest and relaxation this week.
Some recovery.
So I didn't build,
Well,
and
that's
that's a
perfect.
lie.
That's perfect.
I built. I just pulled. I was kind of took a break on the pagoda house and tried building something new, but I took it apart and put it back together so many times that it's still just about this tall, and it's getting wider because I keep like reconfiguring, and it's just not worth showing. So we've got Joellen here. We can focus on what Joellen does and focus on what you built, and
Sure.
like still end at a responsible time.
Well, we can try all that. So we'll play my intro. We'll do mine quick, and then we'll get to the main event with Joellen. And while Joellen's doing some of that, I can finish my dinner, which would be amazing. But before we get there, we've got to do a little bit of a walk up. So here we go.
Who's this kicking it with a new mob? New mob. New mob. New mob. Yeah. Will we get a chunky mech? Will we get computer tech? An orange spaceship so sleek? Does he hate castles this week? Does the new mech have a wicked team? Has the castle from last week been reshaped? Has he built 5 orcs and welcomes the Cerberus Daddy Ben? Yeah! Jump to 5 men! Computer tech!
All right,
Yeah.
there we have it. Computer tech.
Now we are
Going big
pumped up
screen
to
here.
see Ben's progress on his mock for this week. Looking
Yeah, so
good.
here we go.
Looking insanely good. What?
Yeah.
How do you do this every week?
So we had some improvement in, first of all, the vine structure. After talking to Jessica Bevere last week, we talked about what kind of coloration I might be able to add to the vine. So it was less, I don't know, I guess kind of blending in and gave you more of a way to follow sort of the organic structure. Sorry, when my hand's in there, it like comes in and out of focus. But we had several choices to go with, and I went with this flower in particular, this lighter yellow one. And part of the reason I went with it is because we were talking about botanicals, and the dried centerpiece had this part. And since I bought like 5 of those, I have a ridiculous number of these. And I think they make kind of a nice subtle color to creep up the vine with.
Yeah, this was not the place to use all those pink frogs.
Yeah, I mean, it's not quite pink frog territory. That may have been a little much for this. But I'm working on that. I don't know if I'll do a second color or not. I kind of like it with just this one for now. But that's what we went with there.
Jessica's on board. She says it's looking really great.
Well, if I've got her stamp of approval, that's important here.
Right, so Brick Dead Builds says it's less monocolored green. I don't know if he's asking for less monocolored green or saying that it's less monocolored green than before. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I think so too.
Yeah,
I think
really
that's what
do.
he's saying as well.
I got a little bit of a little cave entrance here. We had sort of the top of the cave, but we didn't have an entrance before, and now there is one. Whether or not you'll be able to get in and out of that, or if it's just going to have some wildlife, I'm not sure yet.
I would say way to go for not succumbing to the pressure to put a waterfall.
There's no waterfall yet. No.
Yet is the operative word there.
Yeah. And then I got a little work done up here on the kind of the main entrance door area. Last week, this was more of an idea than an actual decorated element. So there we have it.
Nice progress there.
So we got a nice door there as well.
VMAC Attack says the flowers really set it out better. Brick Dead Builds confirms that that's what he was saying.
Yeah. And the flower over here, for example, really help against the building.
Oh, that's pretty. Well. Yeah, can you focus in on that? I really like the way that wraps around that tower.
Yeah, so there we have it.
Oh, that's cute.
I'll rotate it a little here. It's getting heavy, so the rotation's a little more difficult.
Dude, oh my God, that's cute.
So there we have that.
That is great.
So we're creeping along. We still have some spots that don't have anything yet, but we're getting there. So
Joellen,
it looks more organic.
Huh?
More organic.
organic. I thought you said
Organic. Yeah, I don't know what I was saying there.
I like all the
Go ahead.
different kinds of trees he's got.
yeah.
Yeah, a couple
I
different.
think a lot of
types.
times we get locked into one type of build, and that's not how any wood area is.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we've got at least 2 different kinds of trees. We might end up with 3 depending on how this goes. But I've got the pine trees, various shades of those, and then a couple of bigger like oak tree type looking things on the side. Also done willow trees in the past. So who knows if something like that'll end up there, or a couple of more shrubby trees, I guess.
I mean, a willow tree would look nice in
So-
this for sure.
Yeah, I
Hanging
just
off,
have to figure out where to put it.
hanging off the corner.
Yeah.
Hoarder 66 is here. Whoops, that's not the
So,
comment. There it is. What up yourself, sir?
Yeah.
Brickdad Build says yellow was a wonderful color touch. Yellow for the win for once for us.
Yeah, yellow.
VMAC
Select yellow.
Tech says needs a Balrock.
Yeah, Balrog would be another interesting addition. And we still have the secondary tree that I haven't finished up yet. This one I could turn into a willow. Puff it up a little and have the leaves drape down. Might be
Don't you
actually
dare-
really practical.
Don't you
So-
dare block that beautiful tree to the right, though.
Yeah, I'll be careful with this one, but if it's just a little
Yeah.
higher and they kind of cascade down, that might be kind of fun.
I like
So-
the ombre effect of the leaves, the brighter leaves at the bottom. Maybe that's the lighting.
Yes. Yep. Nope, they are 2 different colors.
All right, that's great.
You are correct.
That's beautiful. I like that a lot.
So
Jessica Bavier loves it. I'm sorry, Jessica Bavier loves it as well.
yeah,
Bavier.
so we're getting there.
Joellen, when you're doing your layouts, because everything you do is a layout. So you do, like we said, modification as opposed to heavy mocking. But when you create all those like cohesive landscapes for everything to sit into, do you have a lot of original foliage in yours?
Actually, somebody in my lug has done all the deciduous trees that I bring.
Okay.
She's amazing
Oh,
at
okay.
it. And so I've had her trees since Indy. And I'm bringing them to Holiday Joy. I will be making my own at some point and taking lessons from her. But
Yeah.
currently borrowing them from her allowed me to focus on other things like roads and street lamps and things like that.
I will say
Yeah.
easily, Fort Wayne is the group that has been the most impressive at working together better and better over the years. Like a lot, like no offense to any of the other shows we do, sometimes they tend to bring really great collaboratives and then break apart. Not like anything negative. They just tend to start doing their own thing, and so the collaboratives become less and less. And Fort Wayne is in this process of like building up the way they work together and bringing more and more every year, all in collaborations. And like to hear, Joellen, that cool foliage I saw in your layout was actually built by another lug member shouldn't be a surprise, because you guys do work together very well.
Yeah, she and I, for Fort Wayne, she and I do a seasons display. So she handles spring and summer, and I do fall and winter. And she doesn't travel,
nice.
so I just take my winter village right now around other shows. But
I love that. I will
it's kind of
say
nice
winter
to
foliage.
expand and have an actual. It's not just a winter village; it's part of an actual whole thought process.
And what's interesting is like my sister started painting and she loves landscapes. And so one of the things I said to her is like, good job at like not like resisting the urge to paint individual leaves. Well, we don't have that option, do we? If we want to make a tree, we've got to use the individual leaves. And
Yeah.
so like the winter trees are getting more fun because they're making so much more white foliage pieces with the cannabis piece and the tri-leaf piece and the bigger, the softer plastic one. Yeah.
Yeah, I do wish that they did the 5-leaf piece in some type of brown. Because
Yeah, I
when you're
agree.
doing deciduous trees,
Oh yeah.
just the white, it doesn't look quite right because it's usually snow on branches.
Mm-hmm.
And so you need to use, like the lady who does the trees for me, she used dark green or sage green underneath to look like branches with snow on top of them.
They had
So I
the
really wish they would do reddish brown. They have the smaller one in dark brown.
That's what I
but
thought.
not the
That's
bigger one.
exactly what I was about to say. Usually I have you in the chat to correct me on what I'm saying wrong about pieces. Now you're right here. We could do it live. So W is here. It says it's time to donate to Lego guys. I don't know what that means. Anybody? W is a great name. Brick Dad Build suggests that this needs more orange.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. Nailed the name pronunciation, by the way. And then VMAC Attack came in right after that and said Flaming Bavir. All right. Had some of those trees on mine too. He actually, I have video of his updated tree. Z Spouse is in the house. Says, I was watching on delay, so this comment isn't going to make sense. I'm pretty sure I got that castle set from Mara in a charity silent auction. It does make sense.
Maybe.
Your Closet of Shame set there.
Maybe. Then why is it in my closet? But
if you could lay white dinosaur tails over branches, it can give it a cool look.
For snow, like snow.
Oh,
ribbons of
yeah,
snow
yeah.
On a tree.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's I can use the little bitty horns for it, but the dinosaur tails are a bit bigger, and I use those as actual tree trunks.
Yeah.
So I keep going spring with my Fabuland builds, but Rob Claxton makes a great point here. Like the Pick-a-Brick has the dark orange leaves. I've been sitting on these bad boys for a long time. I got a bunch of the dark orange ones in the same bin as the flame yellowish orange ones, perhaps.
Bright light orange.
And then I have these in the smaller bright light orange. Thank you. And then the smaller version in dark orange as well. I just can't bring myself to build autumn. I love autumn colors. I love that they're like we have the option to do it, but I'm all like the king of spring.
The king.
I don't know. I want my Fabuland Village to be called Autumn Falls, which Ben, as you've pointed out, is a porn star's name.
Yes, a popular adult actress. Yes.
Which is really ruined it for me,
though. But
thank you so much, because Spring Falls doesn't have the same sort of like clever ring to it.
Right.
And Z Spouse says, "I'm sure you just annexed it into your closet."
Maybe.
Apparently, that set belongs to Mara.
Maybe it does. She can have it back if she says please and gives me the doe eyes for sure. But yeah, it's just sitting here. The only problem with that then is I'll have to find something for Miles to take out of the closet. And that can be a risky proposition. That boy has expensive tastes.
I think the challenge is that they need to like do alternate builds with you of these sets for Brickworld Chicago 2025.
I could try. We do collaborate sometimes.
It's really easy for me to say sitting here with no children.
Yeah.
Yeah, your
it is very
collaborations
easy
are
for
awesome.
you to say. I can tell.
Ben, this is looking great.
Yeah, so that's where we are. Right now, I think the big thing I'm trying to figure out is what I'm going to do back here still. It's like this is the forever issue, is this little back section. I've got to transition from here up to here. Right now, I'm thinking of putting a tower here of some variety that's going to be able to pass through. But the way I've built up the cave, I've got to find a way to step down through this space, essentially. So I don't know how I'm going to do it yet. It's possible it'll be like an actual staircase, which I hadn't envisioned doing, but it might work. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Or it's going to become a waterfall.
0% chance, but yeah, I mean, you never know.
Right.
So yeah, there might be some stairs here up to an opening that'll lead through the tower up to the main entrance. It's kind of weird that you have to, wander through several towers before you get up to the main gate, but hey, this is a fantasy castle, so whatever, pal. So that's where we are with it. It's getting kind of heavy, a little bit hard to move. Zipline VMAX suggests. I don't know about that.
It's a solution, and it's not a staircase.
So, it's true. Does the zipline work in reverse, VMAC? That's dangerous for me to ask. It's dangerous for me to ask him any question that I expect a serious answer for. So
right. I mean, if you got like if you got a chain fall or a ladder.
Yeah. Who knows?
Yeah.
But there we go. So hopefully next time we see this back section will be at least finished enough so that it's kind of one continuous path to go from entrance all the way up to sort of the second entrance. I don't know. And then we'll see where it goes from there. I'm not sure yet, but hey, that's part of the fun on this one is I'm sort of keeping some of the ideas in mind for what I've done in the past that I've liked, but kind of turning them up to 11 as it were on a lot of it. So we'll see how it goes. But there we have it.
Has either one of you ever ziplined?
I have not. I don't think I would want to. Ugh.
Joellen, where'd you zipline?
A couple places. So I started when I was younger in Girl Scouts. I'm afraid of heights, so the getting up there is hard if I have to climb. But if it stairs up, I'm fine. And then you strap me in, I'm good to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, climbing the ladder is the terrifying part.
Totally the same. Well, there's also places where you go and you kind of like take like a mountainside trail, and like it's a pretty hike on the way up, and then they put you on this platform over the ocean, and you're like, oh, okay, and then you jump off a cliff, literally.
Yeah, as long as I have the harness in and like I can yank on it and it doesn't go anywhere, I'm okay. And I usually have to have somebody shove me off.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
We had Matt and I did it in Cancun, and it was we were on 40th birthday trip with me and my college friends, and the guy in front of Matt and I said, "Do you guys want to go upside down?" And we're like, "Yes, sure." And Matt and I were the only ones who chose to do it, and so the guides went down with us and let us flip upside down and held us in place like with a rope.
Wow.
And like our legs had to be in a very specific place to not rip them off.
Yep.
And it was kind of one of the craziest experiences of my life. But I was like, I can't say no, because when am I ever going to have the opportunity to zipline upside down ever again in my life? VMAC Tech says that if you have the wherewithal, anything is possible. I think we should end the show with that from now on instead of the Bob Ross quote.
Yeah. If you have the wherewithal, anything is possible. If you have hillbilly ingenuity, anything is possible. Brickdead Build says I still need the spiral stair. We've talked about that.
I was thinking that the ones that like it has that special part, and then the treads just all stack on top of it, and they kind of spread out.
Yep, there is that. There is that thing.
I like that piece. They make it a medium lavender.
Work.
Yeah, but they make it in.
All right,
I know dark
make it in
gray,
stone,
which would
they
work.
make it in the stone gray.
And the dark tan and light blade.
They make it in lots of colors. Yeah.
All right, so we don't have a walk-up song for Joellen. We should come up with a generic walk-up song for guests.
Yeah.
We should do a lot of things.
We should do a lot of things.
Oh.
But I'm going to play this one. Oh, what's happening? Is Mike alive? Did he just get electrocuted somehow? Like, why is your tech so complicated over there?
Yeah, the extra light apparently flashes when its battery's getting low. So he just ran upstairs to go get an extra battery.
All right, in the meantime, we'll give him some time. I'm going to play you an intro song that's all about building and
Daddy Ben, oh he loves his space. Lego ships in orange all in place. But Mara's size, they're all the same. And why that beard, it's just a shame. Orange ships, computers galore. Mara dreams of something more. In Legoland, where dreams take flight. Orange or not, they'll get it right. Daddy, your ships are lame. All of them look the same. And your beard, such a disgrace. Maybe just one short hair on your face.
I spend too much time working on them.
And sometimes you just don't do them. Because you know.
Yeah.
And your beard.
And my beard.
And your mustache.
I'll get back in the photo so everyone can see.
Ugh.
Alright.
It should be more like one of those French ones that is in the movies, like Squirrel.
Like a little villain mustache?
Yes, you need that.
Okay. Well, thank you, Mara. Thanks for the rant.
Or you just need
Good
one
job.
little hair.
It takes too long for you to build them. Focus, get it done, concentrate. Daddy Ben, one more word about your beard. Come on, Daddy, it's so weird.
And they don't have different size ranges, which they should. And they they all have computers and it's disgusting.
We are back. Joellen, you got your second camera ready.
I do.
Most
As
important
long as my
question for you, as a guest, when you're in the green room, can you see Ben and I rocking out to the songs? No, Ben, we have to start
Oh
getting,
man.
especially when it's someone like Joellen, who we know, who does all of the show, all of the Brickworld shows, and who's been on staff. Like, we just need to give them the actual like admin login so they
Yeah.
can rock out in the green room with us
That's right.
to all these songs. She's having a good time. I thought she was dancing with us.
Oh, me too. We could see her, but I mean, I could see you. I could see me. We definitely go for it. We don't have any shame.
All right, so I am very interested, Joel, in like not only like your process and the stuff that you're going to show us tonight, but also just kind of like your journey of finding this path to modifying these sets that you love so much.
Well, what you see on the screen is actually the very first 3 Winter Village sets, and the little buildings in the front are how the set comes. Like if you build it with instructions, that's the little bitty. And they're little bitty.
It's interesting. They look really good as compositions. I thought they were full buildings. I didn't realize you had the official set in front of the modification.
Yeah.
Like, consider how this looks. They look really good this way.
That was my big thing about, I wanted to, well, I showed them as their original size 1 year at Brickworld. And in the huge room, they got so dwarfed by all the modular buildings and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And they're so much bigger. And I was like, okay, I got to do something. So I really wanted to keep the architectural style so they'd be recognizable. And so and this was back when I had only bought 1 copy of each one of these. So I then had to go back and cobble parts, and now I buy 2 or 3 copies of the set.
Mm-hmm. So essentially what I'm hearing is you did Chunkify My Winter Village.
Yeah.
Chunkify My Winter Village.
I did.
Yeah.
I got to take a pause real quick and say that Joellen's wall behind her looks exactly like mine upstairs. We have those keepsake shelves, and we put the tiny plants on them. I did not put the insects on them, but I think that's going to be my next step.
Yeah, I have the tiny plants, the succulents, and the but
that's beautiful.
This is the Winter Village Bakery, and so they're side by side, so you can see that I've made them 2 to 3 times bigger than, or maybe 3 to 4 times bigger. And one thing I didn't like about them is that they have almost no interior to them.
Right. The original ones especially. Oh, look at this. Oh.
It's completely interiored, all of them.
There you go.
Is that a Mills standard?
Yeah.
Nice.
It makes them much more stable for traveling.
For anybody who doesn't know what I just said, I'm going to drop it in the chat here. It's the Mills standard. Ben, what does Mills stand for? Joel and whoever.
Modular Integrative Landscape System.
Yes. I knew modular and system were in there. The middle 2, a little bit of a struggle there, but there we go.
Patrick Veer says, love how you've modified the Winter Village sets. Do you display them at Christmas? She displays them year round. His daughter Jessica says, very nice. Oh, what a cute dog in your avatar, by the way. Love dogs.
I also like the modular thing where the floors were removable.
No way. That's great.
I've always build the set as it comes first to figure out like what parts they use to achieve the different architectural bits and things like that, and to techniques that they use to hinge the roofs and so
Pockets Master says Mills is a lifesaver. Jessica says, thanks, that's my Tinkerbell. Oh, it's just the sweetest name too. So Joellen, not to create more competition for us. Oh God, that's beautiful. I think you'd have a rather successful YouTube channel in kind of a niche of modifying official sets because you have a unique mind for it.
I've thought about it. See, there's a toy store and there's the little dragon. He's
Yep.
Ollie.
Yeah. Ollie from Legoland. Yep.
Yep. But I have a lot of fun trying to make them bigger until Lego
Mhm.
Geometry throws it off.
Oh,
Lego
stupid
geometry.
And
It's
it
the worst.
doesn't work, or it's one stud too wide or short.
I'm sorry, you look like you're making it work. I gotta be honest.
Well, I try really hard, and I actually had to redo the 3 original buildings
Yep.
because
Yeah.
which took me about $60 in Bricklink parts. Some of them have unique pieces. I had to redo the 3 original ones because people had no idea that I'd made them bigger.
Oh, really?
So, yeah. And now that I have them, then I put them on my display and I say, these are the originals. Can you find the expanded versions? Like I have a little card on my display that says that. And I've had
say,
lots of
Joellen,
people say to me,
keep going. Sorry.
that one. Like, and they point to the original one. And I'm like, yes, but it's expanded now.
Yeah. I would
Sorry,
say Joellen is one of the unique exhibitors at Brickworld Expos who just like works with the public all weekend. That is why Elisa Kirkpatrick loves to use her to work on her interactive display because she's really good with the public. She's really personable to people and is like the perfect type of person to welcome people into Lego as a hobby instead of just an activity. Oh, what's this now? Christmas. Oh, nice.
Oh, there we
It's a
go.
modular diner.
Yeah.
That's like a double wide modular diner.
I
1
love
and a half
that.
Yeah.
without the extra
Yeah.
bit.
Well, hey, Ben, what is that called? Asymmetry.
Asymmetry.
How
Indeed.
nice is that? This
We're
looks
missing-
fantastic.
Yeah, we're missing the apartments. It looks like you're
Yeah,
holding
the
out on us
recording
there.
studio and the gym and the apartment are all gone.
Okay.
I mean, they're sitting over there somewhere for me to go to a hardware store, but I haven't gotten there yet. But the Winter Village has a kind of vintage feel to it, as the sets with all the cars and stuff that Lego has done. And so when the diner came out, I was like, I have to have that. And it was actually my very first modular. Was the diner, and of course
Oh,
I
really?
had all the bits. But
It's a cool one. It's one I never
Yeah.
picked up.
That's interesting because there were a lot of people who were upset that it was like a jump in time to the 50s, and I always thought it was silly. I'm like,
Ish.
who cares?
Yeah,
right?
same. I still think
But
it's
yeah,
silly.
obviously it speaks to some people, and I love the colors on it and everything else. So very cool.
in the Winter Village, buildings all have an open back.
Hmm.
But with the diner and the range and stuff, the stove thing right here, I couldn't do a full open back. So I did a partial open. And then, of course, it's fully done on the inside.
Oh, dude.
Whoops.
Oh,
Some
kamikaze.
people only just sit in the chairs. Some people are held in by their coffee cups.
Yeah. It's got like the most intense Back to the Future diner scene vibe I've felt in a while.
Yeah.
So, Joel, if I can make a request,
Yes.
it looks well. For one, it looks like you have the fire station there.
Pause.
I'll let you.
Pause.
Oh,
Wait. First of all, this thing is ridiculous. I love the fire station. This is great. However,
what
behind you,
on earth?
behind you on the table, Joellen. Behind you on the table. Oh, she knows. She knows. Joellen, is it cute or is it stupid, Joellen?
Well, it's cute, and I'll tell you why.
Bang.
It's actually, it says North Pole Post, and the elf is delivering Christmas to a family in need because it's got a tree and it's got all sorts of presents on the inside. So it kind of seems like the elf is going to a family to drop off. Have you ever seen Prep and Landing? Where the elves
No.
go in and pre-prep the house for Santa, and if they don't have a tree, they put one up. It's kind of like
Wow.
that.
Cool.
Well, when it's described to me that way, I think this is the most ding-dong doorbell set I've ever seen in my life.
I'm glad we got him over to the right side, Joellen.
Told you I could change your mind.
Wow. All right. Well, here we go. The fire
Successful.
station.
Yep.
This is beautiful.
Buy me 2 of these.
I
I want this.
I like this double wide fire station a lot.
Yeah.
This is 2 and some extra parts.
Okay. I like the
And
basketball
again-
hoop as well.
Yeah, it's not super stable, but the basketball back and stuff is from a Hidden Side set.
Oh, yeah. It looks like it
Necessary,
bounces
though.
around a little, but it is adorable. Ding dong.
Ding dong.
Double Technic. I don't know.
Pins,
Arrow
yep.
keeps
The pin
them-
connector.
Yep,
Yep.
that.
Pin connector. Yep, you got it.
I need to come up with
Joellen,
something.
in the official set, do they have that staircase with the snow hanging off the steps?
Yep.
In the official
Mhm.
set? Okay.
Yeah, this
It-
center
I've
bit
never
right there
noticed
between the 2 doors was the hardest thing to do. It must have taken me a month to get that.
It looks
'Cause-
great.
Geometry doesn't want to work.
Yeah, they've got stairs up the
Right.
front and up the back, it looks like. Because I can see through on this bad boy. Yeah, there we go. Inside.
Oh, nice.
When I display it, I have one of the fire trucks coming out the open door and the other one is in the bay.
All right.
Yeah. And they have the little beds up here that
Yeah.
fold down the wall.
Yes.
It feels a little bit like
Kitchen.
they
Oh, this looks
like
great.
they need a Christmas goose on the table there.
Really see it better if I take the top off.
Yeah, perhaps today
Yeah.
they're just enjoying some coffee, but I feel like they need a Christmas goose. I kind of for firehouses, I feel like they've got the one guy who cooks all the fancy stuff.
Yeah.
And he definitely have the
Mhm.
Christmas spirit, and he's making the Christmas
He's
goose
still
for
light
sure.
in there. That's from Grand Rapids.
World of
Um,
Lights, yeah, I bet.
So I do love to see the interiors. I would like to go and revisit the interiors from your toy shop, post office, and whatever the other the original 3 you had up, because
Bakery.
what made me excited about the modulars was when they started making the interiors more detailed. And it seems like you put a lot of thought into this. So this is probably a lot of extra parts usage, a lot of extra part procurement for you to make all of this happen. And that's very exciting to me. That means a lot more like Christmas fun. It means a lot more probably for you to show off to guests at shows that you bring this to, like all the
Yeah.
stuff that you've done.
That roof was gonna do. Most of these their backs are to me instead of being 4-side viewable.
Yeah.
So what I actually want to do, we just bought a light box and I want to take pictures of all of the interiors and have a screen that will rotate, like do a
that.
slideshow.
Yeah.
We need to put every single one of them on a turntable. That's gonna get expensive.
Well,
Seri-
like even back here, like where absolutely nobody can see it. It's a calendar
Oh yeah,
that has Christmas marked off.
adorable.
Details matter.
So
Looks like you can go over to that barrel there and get some wands or some lightsabers. You know.
yep. And the little Lego duck is sitting here on the
Oh, adorable. Ding dong.
it was
Oh.
a micro build in
Ding dong.
something. And so I stole it and put it in my toy store.
Is that a carousel you built
Yep.
in the upper left? Yeah, toy carousel.
been-
There you go.
And that's
it's
not
been-
part of an official Lego set, is it? That's you. That's all your
No.
brain.
It's not out of my brain. A guy in
Oh,
our lug
no,
does
I'm sorry.
microscale things. And
Look,
so
I
I
love
in
the
also
way
her
you guys
lug.
work together.
copy
Yep.
his little mini carousel that he put in his city to be a toy in my yeah
That's great. You guys, what did Mike say?
a Fort
Fort
Lug.
Lug collab type thing.
I borrow things from a
Nice.
lot of people, although I ask them if I can borrow it. And I have little things hanging
It's the way
from
to do it.
ceiling up here. They're planes that they actually move when the thing moves.
I'd say I also
it
respect
goes.
that you immediately give credit to who credit is due to,
Yeah.
because it
I don't
takes a
wanna
Winter
steal
Village.
somebody's Credit.
Takes her inner village. Well, I mean, all this Christmas stuff's nice, but do we have any Halloween? I want to get spooked.
Oh,
I have 3 things that I use for Halloween.
All right, I'm ready to see them.
nice. Me too.
I've got to.
I
I got to
feel like-
say, Mark, while she's pulling those
Yeah.
up, the Winter Village fire station, I absolutely loved that.
It gave me a visceral reaction. Like I was,
yeah.
I was actually like, that's a much better set proportion-wise. You know how I'm obsessed with proportions.
Yep.
Like she built something that is like thoughtfully beautiful.
Yeah. Oh,
This
there
one's
we
my
Look at
go.
this. It's my favorite now too.
3 train stations together, and it's really cool.
There we go. And I like how we've got half Christmas and then a little Halloween sprinkled in there, a little spooky.
But this one, the train thing to do, and it's the one that most people can get inside of because it sits
Yeah.
on the edge. But again,
Well, the holidays have to be able to travel to each other in her layouts.
so
Oh, nice.
Little coffee
I like
shop
the way you do your-
inside.
from there.
Go get
I like the way you do
donut.
your roofs. Like that's
Mhm.
not easy. Talk about
This
Lego
one's a
geometry.
happy accident.
I mean, it's
Happy
based on the
accidents are
original
they?
sets.
Yeah, the original didn't have this 16 by 16 plate up here. That was just a happy accident.
So it's based on the originals, but still takes a bit to
Always
complete.
does. Yep.
Oh yeah, and the little pumpkin guy was given to me by a friend of mine in my lug, and so that's where he ended up one show, and that's where he stays.
Yeah, I think
Aw.
that the minifig torso there is from the Build a Mini wall at the Lego stores.
Look at this.
Double wide birch books.
Not quite. It doesn't have 2 doors, so it's a little less than double.
Double-ish.
The
Okay.
same thing to the house that came with it.
Like a
Double E.
175.
I love this. It's like a 1.9.
1.866 mark.
Sorry, Ben.
Yeah, we gotta get technical on this thing. But yeah, I mean a lot of
Yeah,
these look so much
this
nicer
one I
as
played
doubled.
with making it asymmetrical, and I didn't like it. Just
Okay.
the style of the building felt like it needed to be symmetrical.
Yeah.
But I have done asymmetrical with some other ones.
So, Joellen, as Ben is asking you for Halloween stuff, I know that you have quite the passion for Hidden Side.
I do.
I know it was very sad to me that it ended when it did.
Yeah.
Do you have
It makes
opinions on
sense,
that?
though. Yeah.
It makes sense. How though? I feel like they could have done a lot more if they had marketed it better, just in the most simple way by creating better graphic design for their boxes.
Well, it
Yep.
wasn't just that.
Marketing was bad.
Yeah, the marketing was bad, but it also came out just before COVID.
Yeah.
Oh, did it?
And
Wait,
so
oh,
waves
you're supposed
2
to.
and 3,
Yeah.
waves 2 and 3 never made it to Target and Walmart. I had to buy them. I already knew that I was going to buy them all. I had to buy them all from Lego.com.
Yeah.
So they canceled it pretty early on because of poor
Mhm.
sales. But one was the box art, because if you knew what Hidden Side was, the box art made sense.
Right.
Because they were trying to show you the AR part of it, and that it was half build a set and half play it on the
Then
thing.
they had the cartoon early on, but then COVID,
Mhm.
and
And they had to. Their animators had to be laid off, probably.
yeah, some of that, but also like the sales of the second and third wave, they couldn't sell it anywhere, and they didn't have the cartoon to go with it, kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, I
So
mean,
it
even if
Kind of
you
made
weren't,
sense that it just didn't take off.
yeah.
So V Macatech says it was too techy and not Lego focused on the marketing. In his opinion, the boxes looked like a board game, but also like it wasn't too techy. They were trying to jump on to the augmented reality gaming market, which was really big at the time, going 2018, 2019.
Yeah, because they
Which
had
kinda got-
Dimensions. They had Lego Dimensions already. That was, I mean,
Yes.
it's essentially a take on that, only with your phone.
Yeah. Well, and it was like and you were supposed to take your phone out to places, out to people's sets, out to like it was kind of an interactive sort of thing, and COVID gave that entire concept a punch in the nuts.
Yes,
It did.
But I think more than any of that, like even for people who were into Lego, the box art was such that all of the boxes looked so incredibly similar that unless you were looking closely, you could easily mistake 2 or 3 sets for each other. They had similar sized boxes with similar coloration, and it was just really a struggle. And even on those, I know we've talked about it, the front and the back of the box,
Yeah.
couldn't even really tell what was the front and what was the back.
And people were used to actually seeing the Lego set itself on the front of the box, and so the split screen of it was confusing.
Yeah.
So, sorry.
It's okay.
Anyway,
All right,
And
let's digress.
like, you need
Joellen, what have
hidden
you done with the
symbols.
lighthouse here?
Well, I really liked the Scooby-Doo lighthouse little pirate
Yes.
face thing. So I copied that and merged it with the hidden side lighthouse, and then I made the hidden side lighthouse taller. I was
Nice.
talked into buying an extra lighthouse while at Grand Rapids. So I imagine that
Who
was like
talked
real
you
hard
into
to
that?
do.
Was
Well,
that Jason Miller?
Possibly, but it was also Jay Tipton. Somebody had tried to sell him the
Oh, there we go.
He goes, no, you need to go talk to her. So, but I tried making like, because it's only a lighthouse thing, so it's not a full thing. I tried making a full copy, and it looked wonky. So
Yeah,
decided
I
to
would.
make it taller.
I would say if anyone can do that, you can. And I would challenge you, as I often challenge Ben, to keep at it, because this is very cool. And I did not realize that you doubled the height of it until you said so. This makes more sense as a lighthouse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't believe the official set is shorter.
Yeah, it stopped here, and so I added this chunk
Yeah.
here.
I would say outside of the motorized lighthouse, pretty much all the Lego lighthouses that have been built have been disappointing in height. A lot of them are not tall, and you're like, how can this be broadcasting to keep anyone off of the shoreline? And they do have shorter lighthouses out there, like
Yeah.
right at the entrance of a port or something.
Yeah.
But a lot of these look like they're supposed to be like cliffside things, and they're supposed to be super tall. And then we get
Minifig
these
scale, they've
little
always
tiny things.
Stuart says he was in the toilet. I'm sorry. They were in the toy aisles. Jesus.
Separate from city, and all the
Yes.
boxes look the same. Yeah.
Thank you, Ben, because I was doing a bunch of things wrong there.
Yeah. Yeah. So if they had more distinction, and I guess that's part of it is, and I know we've looked at the hidden side boxes before. If you pick one up,
Yeah.
is there any spot on the box that just shows the set? And maybe
In smaller squares on the back, yes.
okay. I mean, maybe that's part of the argument as well. Half of the fun is the augmented reality. But not every Lego builder was into that. So
Brick Dad Builds suggests that Lego lighthouses don't rise to the occasion. Joellen, I would say if there's any like mock challenge that like I would have for you, it would be like continue the hidden side sets the way they should have gone. That is kind of a mess, isn't it?
Yeah, but this is the actual set. This picture up here.
Yeah. And it's in like the action phase, so it's kind of hard to see how it's supposed to sit. Yeah.
But yeah, if you look at the fronts of the boxes,
Whoa.
they
Yeah, the
all
front.
had this weird color scheme going, and
Yep.
it is really difficult unless you look at the size of the box to know which set you're getting.
Because they're trying to show you what it would look like through the phone,
right.
and it doesn't necessarily translate to someone who's looking at it for the first time. So, Joellen, what did you do with the hogsmeade here?
I made it bigger. I bought 2 copies of it.
Nicely
But-
done.
This is one I did asymmetrically.
Yes, I like that a lot.
It really didn't want to be symmetrical. When I build it and then I look at it for a little bit and I try to figure out imagine which way to expand it. And sometimes it's just lengthening walls, and sometimes it's just adding
Height.
height and walls and stuff. But this one, it needed the wonkiness of being asymmetrical.
Yes.
So, but it's not interiored or anything yet because I just did it just before Grand Rapids.
Yeah.
But
Definitely
It's
looks
getting
like a drinking hall of some variety. Is this one going to be
Yeah.
haunted or Christmas? It feels Christmassy, but
this one is gonna be haunted.
okay. See, I
It's
don't
probably
know what
gonna
I'm
go
doing
near
over here.
all of my witch village things that are hydroponic, and it'll be their tavern.
Yes.
So,
Because they've-
Joellen,
They've made 17 Hagrid huts. So,
are you? Oh, what's this?
ooh, it's like the
This
Super
is
Noodle
the
Shop.
Creator Noodle Shop.
Yeah.
And Mike wanted me, he goes, please do your stuff with it. And he actually found somebody who had done it too. And I looked at that and it's not the same. But like I gave it a roll up door
Shut
like
up.
they have in these.
So
That's great.
I watch a lot of YouTube food videos.
Yeah. Okay.
So people going to like Japan and whatnot. That's what it came. It's basically the roadside food markets, like kind of thing.
Yeah.
They just have a roll up door and there's like 5
cool.
seats.
Yeah, I lived in Malaysia for a while. That's very much how
Yeah.
it goes there.
He took that set and I said, I want this, but I want it to be like real life.
Yeah. I've really felt like
Oh,
a lot
it's
of
nice.
those City Creator 3-in-1s, like the Noodle Shop, there have been several others, are kind of modular light in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I've never gone to try to make them more substantial, but this is like really to me this really feels like exactly what I did with the mech. This is chonkify my Winter Village, chonkify my Noodle Shop, to just make it more substantial and interesting.
So I want to welcome a new commenter, a new member of the Tainted, Dav Wigglesworth, says, I hope there's something Bionicle related. Well, don't get your hopes up too
No,
high
I
for
love
that.
Bionicles, but I only just have some. I don't do anything with them.
Brick Orphanage says the Noodle Shop has lots of great alternate builds on Rebrickable.
Yeah.
And VMAC Tech says the coffee shop pet store one is a good one to chonkify.
Yes, I bet it would be.
I've got that one in progress.
All right.
Ooh. So we'll have to have you back.
Yeah, maybe someday soon. How long do you think it'll take? That's the question.
It depends. It's different with everyone. I was actually working on the Alpine Lodge earlier today.
Oh, that'll be a good one.
Brick
That I
That
think
Build
would work
says
perfectly for that.
Brick That Build says literally a kitchen with a serving bench in Asia. That was certainly the experience I had in Malaysia, where they're like on the equator. Jessica Bavir says the rug was fabulous.
It was.
I have to agree.
Excited to
I
see
had
what
a lot of
happens.
fun with that rug. But this is as far as I got with the Alpine Lodge.
Yeah,
So
the
I've got
Alpine
the basic
Lodge.
footprint I want.
It's a very
Yeah,
cute
it's a
Winter Village set.
from
Yeah, last year. Yeah, very cute. I have actually not built it. I have a copy of it. I've always intended to, but I have not gotten around to building it yet.
I just realized I need a third copy of it.
I think they are reselling it at Target now. They seem to be 1 year behind on Winter Village. They don't get the new one. They get like the overstock of last year's. It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
But that's
Yeah,
sort of fun, actually.
I got a second copy of Holiday Main Street.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to get extra parts because I do not want a third trolley. I sold my second trolley to somebody else because I was like, I don't need extra trolley. Especially because it's much bigger than the rest of the vehicles in the Winter Village theme. So
yeah. Well, I mean, it is a multi-passenger vehicle, I guess. Should be a little bigger to some degree, but you don't want it dominating the entire scene.
Yeah, well, when the bus that came with the train station was about a third, it was about half the size of the trolley. They look a little weird.
Yeah. It was always interesting that we got a train station with a bus as opposed to a train station with a train, but they did eventually come out with a holiday train. So guess we can forgive it, but it was a little unusual. That was the vehicle with it.
Yeah, they did do the train separate, but that was price point, I'm guessing, because they've been trying to, ever since the Santa's Workshop debacle, they have been trying to keep the price point at about $100.
Yeah. Of all the Winter Village sets, which one would you say is your favorite?
Oh, that's a really hard question.
Yeah, I mean there's a couple that are up there for me. I liked The gingerbread house. Alpine Launch was pretty good, and I really like the fire station. Those are probably my top 3.
Modified so many of them, it's hard to tell.
Yeah. I know what my least favorite one is.
What's that?
The Santa's
What's
Workshop.
that?
Okay, Santa's Workshop getting a thumbs down.
I like that one actually.
Except for if you were collecting the Winter Village, the sets got better and better, and then went way down with that one. But so did the price point. And a lot of people who had been collecting it pitched a fit.
Well, I feel like they had some good techniques in that one. Let me make sure I'm talking about the right one. I'm gonna Google this real quick.
No, I think
real
you
quick.
are. That one. I thought that one was okay. What about the Elf Clubhouse? Did you like that one?
Okay, I actually have that one partially expanded.
Yeah, that one I liked too. I thought that one was cute. I'd say the workshop and the clubhouse and then the post office. Those 3 really feel like they go together.
Yeah, and the gingerbread
I did
house.
like the workshop.
And the gingerbread house.
Have the post office. I now have enough to do a little bitty Santa's village.
There you go.
Oh,
Look at
what?
that.
Look at this. Yeah, someone's burying the lead here. What?
Yeah, look at that thing.
Look at you.
It's not done.
This is great. It's beautiful though.
Ding dong.
That's great. It's like ding dong. Well, it's like it's not just a clubhouse; it's an apartment block.
Yeah. Look at this. Look at that double fireplace.
Oh, yeah.
Like, there was a whole
Yes.
kitchen area to mass produce the waffles. And...
Ooh, hey, look, we got our first ooh of the night.
Ooh.
From Brick Orphanage there.
Yeah,
Thank
we did.
you.
Yeah, each one of the top things has all the beds in it. Maybe
Yeah,
this
well, good call, good call. And then VMAX says, when are we getting the giant gingerbread man from Shrek 2? That'd be a cool that'd be a cool property for them to pick up, by the way.
Yeah.
Fair enough, fair enough.
But now that we have the post office, I'll actually need to finish my elf clubhouse, find my Santa's workshop because it's somewhere. I just can't put my hands on it. And expand the gingerbread house too to make a little Santa's area.
This is great.
Yeah.
Wow, look at us. So we're spending and we're not done yet. We can keep going. 40 minutes on Joellen with her modifications. I love this.
Yeah.
I have more in the works, but not like they're more in thought process. Like I want to expand the boutique hotel and the Nightmare Before Christmas stuff to be a whole Halloween town thing.
Let me just tell everyone why Joellen is someone who I really appreciate in the Lego community. It's the way that she works towards this stuff, the way she's so passionate about it. She works very hard on making the hobby the best for herself. But it's inspiring to a lot of people who are coming to Brickworld shows for the first time and not necessarily knowing what their connection to the community is. And so when they see these official sets modified in this way, and her passion, the way she talks to people and the way she works with the public all weekend and shares her passion for the hobby, for me, this is what it's all about. So I'm very glad that you were here as a guest tonight. I'm glad that you asked, because I probably should have asked, and I should think about this more often, but I'm very happy to have you here and happy to have talked about this type of creativity with Lego building for a long time, because I think it's something that's missing in the way that AFOLs talk about the hobby.
I found my niche, and I am very happy in my niche. I love doing the Winter Village.
I love it.
And I love doing a Halloween Village, and I want to get my Halloween Village to the travel point. Has to be a little bit more stable because a lot of the Halloween stuff, like the Scooby-Doo and Hidden Side sets, are built on angles, and so they don't stud down in a grid easy. So
Lego geometry.
There's a lot of reconfiguring that needs to happen with some of those sets to make them stable enough to travel.
Yeah.
But
I would say the reason we started this live stream in the format that we do it is because Ben and I challenge each other because we can, because we've known each other for a long time. And I haven't known you as long as I've known Ben, but if I would challenge you for one thing, I would say I hear a lot of like, well, I couldn't do this, and they wouldn't like go geometry this. It's like, I think you have the mind to do it. And I would say push yourself further to like make these creations look the way you want them to, because I 100% trust you to be able to do it. So stop scrapping those things and stop giving up on that stuff and just keep pushing, because you're good at this. You're very good at this.
Well, like the way
it's
that I did
inspiring.
the Sword was the very first one that I expanded, and
Mm-hmm.
knowing what I know now, I wouldn't have done it the way I did it. But you can tell
Right.
the buildings get better and better as I have gone, and
Oh, yeah.
knowing other people through Brickworld and talking with other displayers and, hey, how did you do this, and what, hey, I really like
Mhm.
I have a Hero Factory flower thing that somebody else made, and I asked her if I could borrow it, and I'm like, she goes, okay, why? And I'm like, because it's a man-eating flower, and I stick a minifig down the thing because it's a man-eating flower to me. And like, I had to email back and forth with her a couple times to figure out how she put it together and figure out that it's tension held instead of studded together. But those are things I would not have learned without knowing some of those people.
I think that's the biggest thing for you is like, you're probably one of the most community-minded AFOLs I know. Like, you're just always working with other people, always talking to other people, always taking people's feedback, always giving people credit, and that's what our community, I think, should be about. And so, like, I wish we can bottle what you have and sell it, or give it away, because it's really empowering just to like inspire other people to be creative.
It can't be all jerks like me at Brickworld. We need some positive energy too, right? But hey, this is 2 weeks in a row. We've had on a guest, 2 female guests in a row as well. So girls out there, stand up. Lots of great work with all those areas as well. Brickworld has become, it's getting lots and lots and lots more creators of all kinds of different backgrounds, which I think is really exciting.
I appreciate too, Ben, that we've had like, I didn't mean to lead with this at all, but I feel like the guests that we've had on our show have been pretty equal in like gender background.
It's not even intentional; it just is what it is.
Yeah,
that's just who's stepping up in the community.
Exactly.
If you like us to continue to bringing on guests, like and subscribe. Get us over 1G. And we can bring on some more people. We've got other Lego friends who love to share about the hobby as well. But Joellen's a great example of someone willing to share what she does. Like Mark said, almost twisted his arm, though she probably don't have to get on the show. So there we have it.
She asked once, and I was like, "We're doing it."
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we get an opportunity, like when Mark's out or I'm out, to find time to get someone on the show who's doing something fun for the community. We're all ears. We'll do it for sure.
And as long as we're getting this mushy, let's talk about G for gratitude. I'm going to talk to everyone right now about our favorite supporters, our sponsors, if you will, and people that we would like you to check out and that we feel are positive members of the community. I'm leading here with ACOB, a couple of brickheads. I mean, if you're a Lego Star Wars fan, you really need to know who these guys are. They are so passionate about the brand of Lego Star Wars. They are prolific in their knowledge thereof, and they've leaked down into Marvel and other brands as well. Really fun stream happens on Thursday evenings at 8 p.m. Central, and they are basically a 52-week live stream promoting Brickworld. They've supported us to the nth degree, have helped us with the influencer alley that we have at Brickworld now. And so when they come to taming other influencers, they're excellent at bringing the community together and making sure that Brickworld knows how to make our new type of AFOLs, the influencers, part of the community. And also we have brick shell cases. this company has one exact product to offer you. It is cases for your displays and minifigures, and they are one of my favorite words, but definitely appropriate here. They're prolific in the way that they keep trying to find the best ways to honor Lego fans with what they need in their lives, like something like this. Like if you have a collectible minifig series that you want in a specific case, this example here is the Disney display case where you can put the entire CMF series inside that case. But they also do other things like here we have a good example of the Hocus Pocus set. It's there's a graphic image back here that calls back to the movie, and you put the set in that. But if you have something like the Dune Ornithopter, let's use. Actually, this is better. The Venator class Republic attack cruiser that like takes up an entire coffee table or takes up an entire display shelf. Why don't you put it in a case on an angle and display it that way? My favorite of theirs are the wall mount displays because you see right here, they have all of the Disney figures that have ever been produced. And the front of this case, you mount this on the wall and you take the magnetic front of the case off and replace the minifigs as you need. They've got Lego Speed Champions cases that are available. They've got they've got small stands for Star Wars ships, and we'll do several sizes of Star Wars ships to put at different angles and display them in a way that you would like to see them. It's the equivalent of like a large stack of 1x2 transparent bricks. Great company, love the community. Talking about loving the community, this is Mohawk. Superhawk Bricks on TikTok. They're also on Instagram, but these are two very passionate people about creating Lego activities for the Lego community. They are part of my staff. So they bring interactive exhibits to all of our expos. They play Lego basketball. They play Lego cornhole. They are all about like bringing people into the community, having fun, and showing them different ways to build. They have a disc golf. They have a Lego disc golf interactive exhibit that's just amazing. Very fun people. Very much about building the community and making people happy. And my favorite type of support is our charity sponsors. One's right here, Bricks of Hope. The other is right here, Little Bricks Charity. They're basically both the same in their mission. They are bringing Lego sets to sick children whose families may not be able to afford the extra joy of giving their kids a new toy to play with. And so their donations go to sick kids who need the extra help, who need the extra joy. And one of the things that fights cancer is positive energy. So if you look at Little Bricks Charity, if you look at Bricks of Hope, and say you don't have a ton of extra money to give to a charity, take whatever you have. You have $5, give $2.50 to Bricks of Hope, give $2.50 to Little Bricks Charity. It goes a long way. They do a ton of stuff. They're in different regions. They have different partners. And the money that you give to these people will go to a great, great cause. If you look down here, we have this beautiful number right here, 2,458,021 bricks that are now in the hands of sick children, helping build hope in their recovery. Little Bricks Charity does the exact same thing. They do, if you've seen it on social media, the Brick Walk Challenge. And so if you're willing to build money by walking a mile over Lego bricks, you can join them up on their social media and pledge to walk a mile over Lego bricks and find sponsors to sponsor your walk over Lego bricks. And those sponsors will give you, if you make the mile, whatever goal you set to give money to sick kids in need of joy. So there we are. That is my pitch for gratitude tonight, and G for gratitude to my two co-hosts tonight, Joellen and Ben. Look at us having a good time. This has been a fun stream. I've been really tired. I'm still sick, and I'm having the best time I've had in the last 12 days, hanging out with the two of you. Hello? Anybody? Ben, you're muted.
I'm still here.
Sorry, magic button. I went to get water, so I put it on mute. You didn't hear me come back. But anyway, okay, everybody. Let's try that again. So what I was saying was, now that we've gotten through our mocks and our main course, let's talk a little Lego news. There are two particular things that I think we're going to be particularly interested in talking about. And one of them's gardening, and the other one's Gambit. So let's launch into our first one, gardening. And that was because we got a little sneak preview accidentally from Lego when they showed us this. This is the idea set for what they showed us. A botanical garden, which made its 10,000 supporters. And Lego released this image to us on their site accidentally. You know, we usually don't do leaks or leaked images here, but when Lego leaks it themselves, then we feel it's fair
play.
game.
Fair game. Fair
just
G
like
for
when
game.
Fair G for game. Just like when we did the D&D figures when they were released early accidentally at San Diego Comic-Con. So here we have it in the back. I mean, my first reaction when seeing this is it's the Super Friends Botanical Garden set, right?
Right.
I mean, that's what it looks like.
It
I'm
does,
sure
but I need this one.
Oh, I'm sure you do. I love it too. And let me be honest, the Friends Botanical Garden, two things we can say about that. One, it's a beautiful set. Two, it accidentally introduced us to the Blockoverse. So it is a absolutely famous set, as it were.
I wanted a botanical garden for a very long time because I want to put in the old vintage trees and the flat ones.
Yeah. Cypress baby are the those.
The old,
that
old vintage trees.
Wow. Yeah. You're talking some Samsonite shit there.
The ones with
yes.
the
Ooh.
granular ones from Germany.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. We got some comments here. Brick Orphanage says that compared to the original set, the original idea, which is this one, they are really liking the new window molds on the Arboretum and the wider shape compared to the original.
I'm sorry, what new window molds are we talking about?
Well, we've got these ones on the end here, if you can see them.
Kind of.
Yeah, you can only sort of see them here. They appear to be a windscreen of some variety in trans clear. There might also be something different down here in the corners.
Oh, yeah.
But definitely something a little different going on up here.
How did they accidentally do this?
Well, I don't know. I don't know what they were doing. But somehow they showed this image, and it, immediately got everyone excited. There are also some sort of leaf piece here in olive. I don't know if it's that petal feather or whatever dreams line piece or something else.
Was that inside there?
Yeah, making a pretty tree inside there.
Piece.
It looks like it was
could
meant
be the
to be
double white fern piece, yeah, but I don't know.
It looks like it was meant to be on the Lifestyle Shot table.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they did here. Looks like it's 2 base plates wide on here, and it looks like it is using base plates.
There's like 95 minifigures in this set.
There's a whole bunch of them for sure. As far as I know, though, this is not the modular, which will be out probably at the rumors I'm hearing are December 1st again. Last year was December 1st. Kind of a disappointment to me that they moved it back from Jan 1 because I always had a tradition to go and pick it up on Jan 1. But still, getting it, I suppose, is better than not getting it. So there you go. So Mark, what do you think? Is it essentially Super Friends Botanical Garden for you?
So it looks like this to me.
Okay.
It just reminds me of the Kansas City Union Station.
A little bit.
Just by proportion.
Yeah, it's kind of got a Union Station-y vibe to it, a train station-y vibe. I don't
Yeah.
think I would
Let-
even deny
let's-
that. It's probably true.
That's what I picked up from it. I am excited about like the parts that are available. I don't need more white. I do like the transparent windows and everything. I don't know that this is so different from the Friends one, but I'm just like peeling it out as long as I can because I know Joellen is chomping at the bit to share her thoughts on this.
Yeah. One second. I gotta go refill my water again. I just guzzled the whole thing. So I'll step out while you guys are doing that. I'll be back in a minute.
All right, Jessica Bavir says it's gorgeous, adding to my ever-growing wish list. Brick Orphan says it's a corner windscreen, and those curved panels don't need to be mounted sideways. Brick Dad Build says I do botanical garden over X Mansion based on size and piece count. Good call. I would too. Rob Clack says, oh, they're just talking to each other. Sorry. Looks kind of like the Bricklink Designer train station. It does look like that as well. So, Joe Ellen, let's hear what you think about this.
No mini dolls. That's the selling point for me. Is no mini dolls.
So you're not a fan of the mini dolls.
No, they are my one and only Lego rant. is the mini dolls.
Really? So what are your thoughts on Wicked?
Surprisingly, I like the Wicked set, and I'm probably going to get the one big one.
Yes.
And probably
Emerald City.
Yeah, and I like the buildable dolls.
You
only
do?
Because I can't do that currently.
Okay.
And I know that that's something I need to figure out how to do, and building them the way Lego does them will give me a good base.
And what about
So
Wednesday then?
I'll probably all the Wednesday sets. Absolutely
Yeah.
all the Wednesday sets. Even
So
mini dolls freaking included.
So what a great perspective. Like you're like, I hate the mini dolls that come with them, but I want these parts, and I like that they're making these molds and like these new pieces in these colors. Yeah. Sounds like you.
I give all my mini dolls to my friend who does elves.
There you go. Of course. There you go.
Yeah.
You've got a
I
community
hand her-
around you.
I hand her a baggie of them, usually without hair, and she's fine with that.
What I like about Joellen, everybody who's watching, is that like she's very hard to upset. Like there are a lot of like there are a lot of apples out there that are just like is Mike laughing the same way?
That is not true.
Oh. I know, but when it comes to like talking about what Lego has to offer, like you don't have the same sort of vitriol that a lot of like other apples have about like
True.
you find the positive in everything.
Hey, the mini dolls have good hair.
I'm sure you're a passionate person. Right. There you see? That's what I mean. I'm sure you're a very passionate person, and I'm sure, with people you love, you may fight for what you need and be able to set boundaries. But in general, as an AFOL, like you're one of the most easygoing people I know. Oh, bring him back. Come on in, Mike.
No,
we gotta talk about this.
It's time for Logan to go upstairs and go to bed, and he usually gives me a hug before he goes, but he doesn't want to be on the camera.
Okay, we can hide you for a second if you want. All right, we're all taking a break now while Logan says goodnight to his mom because he does not want to be on camera. But I will tell you one thing about Logan. Logan has worked for Brickworld for the last 3 years, and I trust him more than most adults to work for me and get stuff done at the show. Like a really responsible young man. It's somewhat in a positive way disconcerting that someone that age is so able to take a job, run with it, and do it better than anybody 20 years older than him would be able to do. I'm glad that the child family is on the stream tonight because really, really solid AFOLs, but also really solid people. I'm glad you're all getting the chance to meet them because they're just fantastic folk. Let me see if they're ready to come back. They are. Ben's not here, so I don't know how do I exit solo layout. Hey, there we are. We're back with this botanical set. Joel, do you know how this image leaked?
No.
It's
Not a
bizarre,
clue.
isn't it?
Yeah.
They're like Lego accidentally released
Image.
this exact image.
It's botanical.
This is not. Yeah, this is not an image that makes any sense to me.
Not the usual thing that leaks.
No. I don't know in what context they were releasing this image, but there's all sorts of like odd edges. That giant tri-leaf piece that's just sitting there in the lower left-hand corner.
Yeah.
Like, Ben, what's your insight on onto how this set leaks?
I don't know what they did. I just saw that it's clear that they have two sort of brick ends together, like bricks with the picture cut in, and it just showed up on the website.
So I was just talking about
as a banner somewhere, and they pulled the image off it.
But it's square.
It's
How is this a banner if it's square?
part of a
Zero
banner, part of
sense.
I don't know. But I mean,
don't know
obviously it was a
either.
big oops.
Yeah, well, it's
That's
out
all we
there.
can say for sure. Yeah.
It's not bad.
Let's see here. Okay, before we get to that, let's talk about this.
Yes.
Yes.
I must put this in the thumbnail this week.
Yeah, this is interesting.
Gasgano.
Gasgano's Pod Racer, which is a Walmart gift with purchase. Not something we've seen really before, though it's not entirely true. Toys R Us has done this in the past, and they're doing it again this year. They have some Bricktober ones. I know you did put in the thumbnail. Their little market stall things.
Oh, sorry.
Hey, I'm glad we found that.
Hey, there's the video.
There's
There
the
it is.
video.
Yeah, I got it.
So in the thumbnail, you did have the little market stalls that are part of the Toys R Us exclusives.
Yes,
But I don't think I've ever seen one from Walmart before. Maybe somebody knows
No.
otherwise.
Well, I
There's
did
been a
not
Target
expect.
one.
I did not expect to see a Toys R Us exclusive because I didn't realize Toys R Us still existed.
Yeah, I mean they do outside the U.S. and they have a few stores in the U.S. now because they're inside Macy's stores, and they have a few standalone stores, but not many.
I was just about to ask, are they inside Macy's? Don't
They
ask
are.
me why. That's
Yeah.
where I thought.
Strange.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah, and
death
it's-
throes, you guys.
It's definitely weird for sure. But $65 on qualified Lego Star Wars building sets. I don't know what it takes to be qualified. But $65 isn't a super high threshold. And
I like
you
you-
can send off and get it.
I like that you say qualified, like it's a small Australian bear.
Qualified.
You say
yeah.
qualified.
Qualified.
You do.
Yeah, qualified.
Yes, you totally do.
But yeah, I think maybe I was just saying it in that way because I'm suspicious of what a qualified Lego set is, a qualified one, versus
So,
just
Jessica-
any Lego Star Wars set.
Jessica, I agree with you. I still don't understand what I'm seeing. And how that's the way they were going to A, market this, and B, that was the image that leaked, was the leaf blower man. Yeah, yes, thank you. I
Just
get
blowing
that.
leaf
I
up
get
there.
that much. For sure. He has a leaf blower. But who was this image for? Ben,
Yeah,
who was this for?
I don't know. I'm confused. And clearly the leaf blower guy is front and center in the set, so he's in the set. But I have no idea.
Yeah, but he's the lead of how to market this. You get a
No.
groundskeeper.
He's
Blowing
second
leaves.
most famous groundskeeper to groundskeeper Willie now. I don't know.
And that's what leaked and how and why. That's my question,
Yeah,
Jessica.
I don't know. Apparently Walmart did do a back to school HP Pink. I assume this is some sort of pencil holder.
Harry Potter.
Oh, a Harry Potter pencil holder or pencil something. Okay, so they have done one in the past, but this is the first one I've seen that kind of made me go,
Yeah.
"Oh, okay."
I read that comment and got scared. I was like, I don't know if I see what this is saying.
Yeah, so it was a Lego HP Monster Book pencil holder, but it was not a set like this one is.
Mm.
So I guess we'll see how this goes. But it is
Well,
interesting.
In all fairness, I think we're burying the lead on like what the real news is of the week. I think for me, it was the Julian polybag because every
Yes.
Animal Cross is a great. And any Animal Crossing set is great news. But you guys talked about that last
did.
week.
We did. Yep.
Yeah. How dare you, sir, text that to me like it was news when you'd already discussed it on the
Yeah,
live stream.
it
So I
was-
think I have to admit the X-Men Mansion is probably the best set news of the week, maybe.
Yeah. So here we have it. So I think the big thing, of course, for here, for a lot of people, the mansion itself, 2 stories tall, looks like it has a pretty decent footprint. We'll get into some of the other images here in a minute. But most people, of course, are going to be excited for the figures and/or exclusive figures. So we can start there. Mark, how many of the figures could you name? Oh, Mark's not here. How about you, Joellen? How many of the figures would you be able to name on this list here?
Looks like all but one.
Okay. So we've got Wolverine.
Wolverine, Professor Xavier,
Yep.
Storm,
Yep.
Cyclops,
Yep.
Rogue.
Rogue. Yep.
That's the one I don't know.
Iceman. Pretty boring name.
Iceman's blue. I thought he was blue.
He's white and blue here. I don't know what to tell you.
That's Gambit.
Gambit.
Looks like Bishop.
Bishop.
Magneto.
And Magneto. Yep. So we've seen a few of these figures before. The one that's not in this image but is in the set, Jean Grey's not in here for some reason. But Jean is in the set.
Interesting.
Yeah, I wonder why they excluded her there. Oh, lifestyle shot. I need Mark for this.
Yes, you do.
We can't do lifestyle shots without Mark. So I don't know why Jean didn't make that list. The other thing that I noticed and don't particularly like, they had the same problem when they did like a black minifig head, and then they tried to print a face on it for Jango Fett back in the day.
Yeah.
That the undertone printing didn't look right color-wise. So in this very first picture I saw with Jean Grey in it, she looks like her face is blue here.
Yeah.
Which I don't know. I thought that was kind of weird. And even in some of the closer-up shots, it looks like it's like a gray color or something. Like Jean Grey is actually
red
gray.
hair is Mystique, though.
Yeah, maybe it is. Maybe it's Mystique posing as Jean Grey, but I don't think so. I think it's Jean Grey.
Jean Grey is the green thing with the white strip, you say?
No, that's Rogue.
That's Rogue. So here we have it. Maybe someone in the chat will know why Jean Grey looks so. Right, see here, she looks a lot better.
Well, and by the way, at this point, I think Mike should just. What's that?
I said in this picture, she does look better.
Yeah.
She looks
I would
like
say
Jean.
at this point, Mike should just join us on stream.
Yeah.
Because we keep hearing him. We've seen him once. Like, just come on over. I think the audio and tech is fine. Just sit next to Jolyn
He
and.
does superheroes, and those are his things.
Yeah,
So-
get in here, Mike. We need
Get
you.
in here,
we
Mike.
need you.
Show
us that beautiful beard. Let's go.
I'm not sure how I feel about the Cyclops holding up a piece in his hand to do the laser shooter. Well, I get to be a big picture of me on the screen now. How
No,
about that?
I'm sorry. My fault. I meant to hit mute.
Yeah.
And
so
I
we can do
hit
full screen on this here, so we can
full
look at
screen
this.
instead. Sorry, guys.
So here, down here, I can only get that big on here. Cyclops is holding up like a regular red bar with a round 1x1 on the end, and then attached into that is the laser. And he does put his hand up to his mask, before he shoots the laser, but it just kind of looks strange here, quite honestly. Joellen, there's another basketball hoop back here. This one looks brick built to go along with your winter fire station. So that's kind of cute as well. Looks like Rogue and Iceman are playing.
We got Mike.
We do have some Mike now. As well. So, Mike, is this the set you've been waiting for?
Not necessarily.
Are you happy that it's here anyway, or are you?
I like it. I like parts of it.
Okay.
But it kind of fits some of the other things we were planning to do on our sets. It fits the same building we're gonna do.
Okay.
They beat you to it.
Building the town hall from Back to the Future from a rebrickable design.
Okay.
And so it looks very similar to the front of this
Yeah.
in style. And so he's like, well,
The
dang
very
it.
the very front of it's a similar style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I blew up these pictures
And
here, but here it
Well,
is.
we had plans for it.
But I
It's
could
just
turn it into the Halloween town hall.
yeah, and we could do something else with it, but
And
the
of course you
style
want the
fits
kids.
with what we already had planned for a different building.
Yeah. I will say that the
I like when Lego
Colossus,
steals ideas from me.
not the Colossus, but the Sentinel. The Sentinel here looks a little small to be a Sentinel.
And what's wrong with his shin bone?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, I
That's-
actually think
that's weird.
Sentinel would be much taller than like if you look at minifig scale compared to like cartoons.
It'd be
I
like
think
this.
the Sentinel is quite a bit taller.
Yeah. I kind of like that he's got the ribbed hose to like catch the mutants. That's decent. But we've had a Sentinel in the past. I don't know how that one compares to this one. I guess I would have to pick that one up to see. Are they similar in scale? Do you recall, Mike?
I don't remember the other one. No.
Okay, I know I have
Brick
it
Dad-
somewhere.
Brick Dad Builds does not like the parts per piece.
Yeah, I mean you're always gonna have that. I'm gonna go see if I can find my Sentinel here. I'll be right back.
We're
You guys
always gonna-
carry on.
Yeah,
We're
that's-
always going to compare this to Tim Leidy's version of the Sentinel.
yeah, that's actually true.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Don't. Because
It's-
Tim's is always
to
going
be
to
honest-
blow it out of the water.
You can't compare.
Well, at least in scale, right?
Yeah.
Like he had that right. He
Yeah.
probably measured actually. Brick Dad Build says size comparison between this and Modular Museum is bad.
Mm,
Fair enough. So you guys are working on X Mansion based off the
No,
Back to the
Not
Future.
really. We're working on powering everything. So each
Okay.
section needs its own, basically a power
Power
station
supply.
to hold the power supply and if there's any computer components. So that's why I built a double wide town hall that would fit in with the Winter Village to be that thing. And so I can just push a button or plug that one unit in and it powers everything.
So, idea
Gotcha.
is that main power hub, whatever town hall, whatever it is, the power is going to go through the mills plates, and you just snap them together.
Gotcha.
Kind of like Jim does.
Yeah, from
Oh yeah. Jim Marin.
No.
Jim.
Persic.
No. Oh, Pure Chick.
Yes.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah,
I couldn't-
from Matrix Slug.
Yes. Couldn't remember how to pronounce the last name.
That's all good. It's not.
And
It's
actually,
not an easy
that's
one.
the exact idea that talking to him. That's what we're going with too. Was that kind of structure?
Yeah, it's another thing I love about the expos is that like even the AFOLs, even the exhibitors are sharing resources and like inviting people to different regions that they're not from to be part of a show and getting to know new people and like expanding the community in that way. Exciting stuff. I hope we can keep it going.
Yes.
Let's do.
The expos, that is, yeah. I mean, so just for comparison's sake, here is the other one. So
Oh.
I will say this is a significant
tiny.
improvement
Yeah. A bit.
compared to this terribleness. I've never gotten up so much from my chair during a live stream as we have today. This one's dusty as all get out, but it is small compared to the new one. So
Yeah.
kudos to Lego for making a better one at least.
Oops, sorry.
Yes.
There it is. Nope, not yet. There we go.
There we have it.
Oh, Mike ran off. Damn it.
Yeah. So there we have it. Much better here, at least in terms of that. Let's see here. I have this blown up sufficiently so that hopefully we can see it. I think the price on it is what, $330
Mm-hmm.
for just a little over 3,000 pieces, but it does have 10-ish minifigures.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not bad. Some very desirable minifigures as well. Gambit,
How many of them are unique to the set?
I'm sure someone can tell you that.
Mike?
I cannot, Mike.
No idea.
I think Iceman and Bishop probably.
Gambit,
that's probably
right?
an exclusive
Gambit's
Gambit.
new. Gambit's
Gambit's
new.
new. Yeah.
I know I have a Storm. I think I got a Storm in the collectible Marvel figures.
Yeah,
Yeah, Storm was in
Storm
CMF.
was in the CMF. It might be a new design, but she
Yeah.
was in the CMF.
It's
I don't have a
similar.
Rogue.
What about Rogue? Rogue, yeah, I thought was new.
I have a couple Wolverines. I don't know if I have this specific combo, but who knows?
I feel like we've had Rogue's hair before. I feel like that's an actual
Perhaps.
piece.
Yeah,
So
perhaps.
I get it confused because of where I work. We use
Yeah.
actual Lego,
Right.
and then some parts that Lego
Yeah.
doesn't make, he has to source from other 3D printers.
Lego parts.
Yeah. I'm sure it all like blends together over time. What about Cerebro? I imagine
frequently
Cerebro is going to be a.
Go ahead.
What's that?
I said they frequently ask me Lego things. We keep talking over each other.
Slight delay.
Sorry. They frequently ask you what?
Like if somebody has a Lego specific question, they usually come and get me because I am the
Good.
Lego person at the store.
Is Cerebro a GWP with this set?
It is. We'll get to that in a second.
Thought so. Okay.
Yes,
Um,
I don't know if it's with this set, but it is a GWP.
I'm sure it's with this set.
I
I'm sure
hope it's
coming
with
out
this
at the same time.
That would make the most sense.
Yeah.
But it's a GWP, but I don't know if you have to specifically have that set.
Yeah. Here
it's all
is-
Marvel.
Yeah, it could be other Marvel stuff, but it is a GWP.
That would be responsible of them to not be like,
Right.
you have to buy the mansion to get this.
Exactly.
Yeah. So here we did have a version of Wolverine, Rogue, and Cyclops that look very similar to the ones in the mansion. This was the much maligned, super expensive, should have a $20 bill in it, according to some builders. New Blackbird or X-Men Jet or whatever they wanted to call it here. I know some people poo-pooed this set hard and then ended up buying it anyway because they wanted the figures. So, yeah, you might know the person I'm talking about.
Well, it's a good parts pack too, because there are some
Except
unique,
it was expensive. I mean, that was the issue. But
well,
there are
three
some
unique minifigures in it, so it's going to
Minifigures.
happen.
Well, maybe they're not so much anymore, especially now that this mansion's coming out.
But they were at the time.
Yeah.
So shut up, person we're both thinking of that we won't name.
Yeah. So here is we can bust open the Cerebro. Here it is.
Yeah.
The GWP.
The gift with purchase here.
Don't need that.
All right, so
Yeah.
superhero fans here, comic book fans,
I don't.
Joel and Mike, what do you think of this? Worth it?
I need that. I need that.
It's a good start, but like most of what else we do,
He was just sitting here telling me in my ear, "Yeah, you need that, but you have to build more around it." Like,
it's a good start, but it's small.
Yeah, the Cerebro is small. I guess in terms of the X Mansion, there's also some interior stuff. It doesn't look like it's so big that it would have a ton of interior, but it does have some.
How would you build this out, Joel?
Yeah, good question.
I'd make
The
it deeper.
Cerebro. The Cerebro.
Oh, the Cerebro. Oh,
Mhm.
Well,
yeah.
That's a-
Actually, I would probably use the old quarter domes
Cerebro is
from
a
Yeah.
the
big
space stuff
circular
to
dome.
kind of make it.
Yes.
You know, I would probably
was like,
find the
it's
blue
in a
ones, which are hard
ship.
to come
Yeah.
by.
It's a big dome.
Yeah.
Yeah, the walkway is very tiny on this.
I don't
Mhm.
think I have a blue one.
Yeah.
Compared to what you see in the comics or the cartoons. So this does strike me very much as the old Saturday morning cartoon. No Jubilee.
It also
that
needs
doesn't make me sad
longer.
though. So
Yeah, the platform comes out way longer.
Yeah, it
Yep.
needs longer.
I
Yep.
like the X
Great.
behind him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've definitely done their due diligence and done the best that they can with the GWP amount of pieces
yeah.
available to make that set. I would like to see what you would do with it, Joellen. Do your thing, as Mike would say, like you
Yeah.
did with the noodle shop.
Yeah. So here's a danger room. It's the world's tiniest danger room, but they have one. Apparently this is danger room UX 266. They do have like a little spot where you can watch them and record it, but again,
Yeah.
it's the world's tiniest danger room.
I would say Jolyn
Name it.
seemed to be ready to answer the question, how would you expand this for the X Mansion? So let's
Danger room
ask the
for
question
sure.
again for the X Mansion.
I'd make it deeper because it's not. It's just too narrow. Like he said, it's the smallest danger room. It has to be bigger.
Yeah, you got to make more danger room.
Width seems to be okay.
Yeah, you guys know the story.
It's not deep though.
This looks like a little like a hospital lab type thing. Got Professor X here and like a CAT scan machine and some other medical equipment.
Is this something you can see yourself doing, Jolyn, with like buying 2 of them?
No, I would buy one of them and then a bunch of extra parts.
Okay, through like
Mostly the wall bricks.
okay.
Yeah. So here we have a lifestyle shot. The mushroom lamp has returned.
I'm sorry.
Um,
I'm sorry. First thing I see is a ladder to nowhere
We do have a ladder to nowhere.
that is apparently being used as a decorative shelf.
One of the things on the decorative shelf appears to be a stapler, very
Stapler.
fancy stapler.
Oh, yeah.
Why?
One of those real old school
Yeah.
ones.
Okay. I see.
Yeah.
Like the
Um,
like the it's a bookbinding stapler, is it not?
It could be. And we've got the bookbinding stapler there. And then on top of a pile of what appears to be empty or blank boxes or books, it looks like a fancy hair dryer on top of that. Like
The
I'm
mushroom lamp, like
confused.
you already called out.
Mushroom lamp.
The mushroom lamp. What's next to it? I'm sorry. Is that a jar filled with colorful straws? Or
They're pencils this
the-
time.
they're pencils? Okay.
And a pair of scissors.
And a scissor and a paintbrush.
Is it a ukulele or an acoustic guitar?
I think it's an acoustic guitar.
Thank
Look at
goodness
that
we have
back
a
there.
door to nowhere with 0 hinges behind her bookcase.
Yeah.
This is the most Blockelverse lifestyle shot I've ever seen.
Well, I think it's nice that her dress matches the mansion.
I do too.
Uh,
Oh, easily. No, that I felt that didn't need to be said because
Yeah.
it just you could immediately appreciate that.
yeah, and we've got random bowls on the table because that is
I
a
would
strict
say
requirement.
It is nice to see a person in an actual live shot that looks like she could have been photoshopped in because she is not interacting with that set at all besides looking at it. She is not
She's
touching it.
touching she's touching Magneto up top here.
Oh, fair enough. Fair
Yeah.
enough.
She is
Yeah, good call.
touching the Magneto.
Doesn't have a chair.
Let's see here. Brick Orphanage says the
She's
outfit
underneath.
says Arkham Asylum to me.
She's underneath.
Yeah.
Jessica Bavier
Oh, what?
suggests that perhaps the stairway is the Lego Stairway to Heaven.
If Lego Heaven exists about 6 feet off the ground, sure.
Yeah. Papa Rex says I once had a stepladder I used for an entertainment center.
Mhm.
Let's see. You can see a difference in size between the X Mansion and I believe the History Museum in Discord, Mark, if you want to look.
Oh, sure.
Papa Rex says we gotta chunkify that gift with purchase. So there we have it. I guess, comparatively speaking, we can be somewhat happy about the Sentinel, but he still has some interesting aspects to him. And here we go.
Ooh,
Now
yikes.
we're more excited to be playing with the set. We pulled the top off. I heard that cupola explodes, like if you push a button in the back. It looks like she just lifted it off, though. She didn't want it to explode. So,
Gentle explosion.
yeah. Now we're looking at the back,
Sorry.
I guess.
Okay, looks like a butterfly, from
Butterfly.
the back. Storm looks like a butterfly from the backside.
Which kind of does, yeah. Apparently you can pull out this secret thing? Question mark? It's the power box, and then that looks like the door for Cerebro. But I don't know. Apparently it pulls out. Not sure why.
Mm. Hey, go back one image, please.
Sure.
Is that a sticker or a
Oh,
mold?
No, that is
with the X.
Oh, that is definitely a sticker, 100%.
Yeah,
can see the bottom
inside
of
a
it.
panel.
Yep.
Yikes.
That is a
I do
Lego
that a
favorite.
lot. It sucks to put those stickers on.
I bet.
Yeah,
I'm
they are very
terrible at
hard to
putting
center.
stickers on.
Yeah, the ones that size are hard to center for sure. But there you have it.
All right,
I'm
you
not
guys want to
sure.
see this?
There you
Oh,
go.
sorry. You said you have it. I
Yeah.
thought you were done. I didn't realize
No,
you were going
that's
on to the
fine.
next one. That's the size comparison between the mansion and the museum.
Yeah, you now want the X-Mansion to be taller.
It's
Yeah, a
definitely-
lot taller.
It's definitely kind of scrawny.
Needs to be bigger.
Needs to be taller too.
Well, actually, just
Needs to be
taller, in my opinion.
in
Width seems to be okay.
in deeper.
Yeah, taller and deeper.
Probably.
Width is okay. I agree.
Height needs to be more.
I'll put
Yeah.
some stuff to fix.
Yep. You guys will kill this when you get your hands on it. All right, Ben, back to what you were saying. Sorry.
Not sure what this is. They're just hanging out in the lounge.
It's Rogue's bedroom.
I guess there's some sort of sliding function. It looks like on this TV. Oh, I think there's something behind here, like a secret panel, a danger panel or something, alerting the X-Men that they need to go into battle or something. I don't know. And apparently you can configure the danger room to add the danger things you want. But there's like, UX 266, E13, 122. They probably all mean stuff that, we just don't understand.
Well, here's
Or
the
maybe one of you
3/4
do.
profile view of the difference between the two sizes.
Yeah, it definitely needs more depth for sure.
Yeah.
But there we have it.
Oh.
Here's where you can display it.
Oh, now I get it.
Yeah. On your rustic
Grandma's-
wall next to Grandma's urn.
Next to Grandma's urn is the most important part.
Yep.
Light a candle for her.
Yeah, you
All you
can. It's right
need.
there.
All you need.
And is this an F behind here? They giving this set an F?
I don't know what that is.
It's like a metal sign with a letter on it, but it's hard to tell what the letter is. Right now,
What's
the only thing I can assume is it's an F.
What's behind the sign? Is it a shutter to nowhere?
No, what it looks like is a large piece of tile that had the grout on it, and then it like came off,
Yeah.
and they like flipped it around. I don't know why.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah, it's like a grouty tile. I don't know.
Yeah. Good.
Anybody else have a better suggestion?
I'm sorry.
Other than grouty tile.
Well, how do these drawers meet these cabinets? That's what I want to know right now.
Good question. Very good question.
I'm upset.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It looks like they're like pushed over.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like over here there's an end. Can you see my cursor there?
Yes.
Yeah, it seems like there's an end over here that this could butt up to, but it doesn't. So maybe there's over here you're supposed to like sit like at a desk, and this is like a spot for a chair or something. But it's obviously a cubby because there's stuff down in there, more blank books down here.
They're LPs. Oh.
No,
Brick Dad Bill says maybe these are slider doors. Maybe.
So there we have it, the X Mansion, $330, I think.
Joel and
cute,
Mike, this is not a question necessarily, but please feel free to respond. I can't wait to see you guys get your hands on this set and make it what it should be.
All right, that just jumped to the higher up on the list.
Yeah.
Hey,
We still
Doesn't
need
need to
the
be.
jazz club and
Jazz
I
Club
think
is
it-
good.
It was definitely lower on the list compared to other sets we wanted.
Well, you've got some time. This one's going to be out, I think, November 1st.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it'll be around for a while.
You have the knowledge and the skill. Like, don't make me pressure you into that, but I would like to see what you can do with your particular set of skills.
Mhm.
I like that.
Especially-
I liked it. The only thing is, it felt very similar to one of the other ones we expanded. It looked similar, not the same, but it looked similar enough.
Are you referring to the Hidden Side High School?
No,
Oh,
No,
okay.
go get that.
Go
Let's
get
see
it.
it. Yeah, go get it.
It's a rebreakable design for whoever did this did the yeah, it should just slide right off. Did the Back to the Future Town Hall
Yes.
in both a 1950s version and a whatever modern one.
2014 or something, 2022. Well, it's 82.
2015. 2015.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
85.
nice.
It's obviously
85,
not.
55,
Oh, okay.
and
Oh.
2015.
Oh, I get that.
Oh, that's
Now
nice.
I get what you've been saying. You've told us this like 10 times. Now I see it. And
Similar build, and this one's going to be the power station for the
got it.
village. But I can
Got
take
it.
the X Mansion and make it a very similar thing, like de-X-Men it, and make it the town hall for the Halloween village.
Yes, you guys said this a few times. And now I believe you. Now I'm
Yeah.
listening for the first time.
But
Now,
I had to
macro-
make that one a little bit deeper to fit the power supply. Because Mike handed me one and he goes, "This needs to fit." So
Well, let me tell you, when you were talking about the town hall from Back to the Future, I was like, yeah, I remember that set. Like I was like forcing it into my brain. You said rebrickable, and I was still like, oh no, I saw that happen. I remember it clearly. So thank you for bringing that up and making reality affect us all.
making reality real, as it were.
it'll be part of the Mills thing where just power plugs in, kind of.
Yeah.
Going through the rest of our display.
Well,
rather
that
than
makes
having
sense
to
now.
turn on everything.
Yeah. No, you guys are definitely good at that. One of my favorite things that you guys ever did was the Daft Punk concert. Yeah, oh my God. Macro
Yeah,
Brick says, go ahead.
we've decided that we need to start working on that in May instead of August.
I get you.
Mike
I
has
get
this
ya.
huge plan for it that he wants it to be a cave and all enclosed.
For years, I've had a big vision,
Yes.
and I think either we need to work on that vision for the next year or take a break for a year.
I share your
But-
vision, man. I love
And
that.
my vision is a big volcano, like it's a volcano.
Do it.
The party is in the cave, but I need to make the whole.
So lights going
around
down
it.
the outside, looking like they're lava.
And we haven't had really time or even money, but
I get that.
to get the whole over. So it's like I either need to take a break for a year, or if I can start working on it, then I'll include it the next year. But it's been the same the last couple of years.
You'll get there. You'll get
Yeah.
there.
But I want the volcano. I want the cave. That's my vision for it.
Not to pressure you, I want that too.
Yeah. Well, it'll be this year or next year.
Macro Brick says Art Deco or something. Ben, you hear that?
Yeah, I did hear that.
Lego Team B says, yep, it's begging for a makeover. Already collected my dark orange parts to make a start. Hey, we got people wanting to like it. See, it's inspired people. They're gonna mock this up. Ben, what you working on right now?
What am I working on over here?
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to adjust the temperature of my light.
Okay.
That's really
I
exciting.
think-
But that's what I was doing.
I think we're moving on to are we going into gardening a bit yet?
We already did gardening and we already did gambit. We're going to gross misrepresentation.
We're going. That's so. I was just making sure because you know me, I forget things that happened 3 days ago.
I do know.
But if you're ready for me on this,
Yeah.
I do want to start because I'm rather self-conscious about this. I don't think I did this right. I think it's your brainchild. Mike and Joellen, I think we need you guys to stay around for this if you're okay with sticking around into this last hour.
Yeah.
We're not going.
Ben, good.
What, you
Ben,
mean it
if you
doesn't
could,
stop at 11:30 at night our time?
No. Ben, if you could describe for this, so Ben came up with a great idea for a segment, and I tried to do my best to
It's too early.
follow through with how he described it to me. But I think I started this and I couldn't follow through, so I'll let him
went off the
explain it.
rails.
I will
Yeah.
start so that Ben ends, because I struggled with this particular silliness challenge.
With this silliness challenge. So
Yes.
so this is where it started. We were in the Blockleverse, as we always are, and Mark came across a number of sets that were for Breaking Bad, the Breaking Bad camper. But then after the fact, Mark sent me a video of somebody like doing like a mini review of it. I don't
And
know.
I
if
was
you'll
so
be able to-
happy. I was
Yeah, I
so
don't-
happy about this.
We'll see if you can hear the audio, but if you can't, you can read the words. The voice is all AI anyway. But here is kind of this little mini review of the Breaking Bad camper.
Yeah, we can't hear it, unfortunately. If you want to start it over, I can read it out loud.
Yeah, I think let's try this, because my understanding is that if I
Share your screen.
I think you have to share the window, not the share screen, share window.
We've had mixed results. So this is
play.
the Breaking Bad camper that we showed you guys last week.
Yeah, here we go. Let's see if we can hear now.
Nope.
Okay. So Mark's gonna narrate, I guess.
All right, bring it all the way back to the beginning. I gotta like turn my
That
brain
fast?
on.
We also need because it needs some like obnoxious music while it's going.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna throw on some
Piece of
some
cake.
piece of cake.
Yeah. All right, give me a second.
Ready?
Yes.
Here we go.
Have you ever wanted to take a road trip? Well, with this brick-built RV, you can take a brick-built road trip, complete with literally everything you might need and a cabinet to store extra things. The cabin of this RV gets even more comfortable with the steering wheel that turns and a nicely brick-built chair. Oh yeah! The back of the RV includes a ladder and plenty of studs for lights. When you're ready to take this brick-built road trip in style, have you ever wanted to take a road trip? It started over. Okay.
Yeah. So never once did we
How-
mention while we're inside here looking at the meth lab that
Yeah.
that's what this is. Literally, this is a meth lab. Please observe. This is what it is. There are beakers and all kinds of things, but to them, this is like a pleasant kitchen, and you just want to take this for a
A
RV
fun road trip? Yep.
Yeah,
With your family.
with your family.
Yeah.
Had a nice brick built chair.
Great Lego set. Nice brick-built chair, yes.
Complete with literally everything, including a meth lab, but they didn't mention that.
Mm-hmm.
So I was thinking to myself, is there a spot, a place in this world for gross misrepresentations of what a set is? And could we find some more? And if we couldn't, could Mark make some that were funny? I don't know. So
I doubt
that's
it.
what we
I
were
doubt
working
that.
on.
Okay. So I did find some, Ben, by
Okay,
the way.
good.
So let me start, because I think since this was your brainchild, you probably did better. I struggled with this.
No.
But I did find
Okay, cool.
one YouTube video that
All right,
I
what do you
thought
got?
was misrepresenting the particular product represented. And here's the first YouTube review of a Lego set that I found that I felt was a gross misrepresentation.
This really great ice cream shop set can easily be purchased on Amazon. My kids really love it. It's bright, colorful, has a silly snowman piece, but the best part is the sticker people. See how my Eastern European adopted daughter, who is 100% definitely in the same room with this set, is mentally intrigued by the presence of the sticker people. She can truly see herself in playtime with the sticker people in this ice cream shop. Here's a picture of my daughters opening this set, fully built, on Christmas morning. They are definitely holding this set and are excited to receive such a fun, sticker people-filled building block set.
No, you nailed it. In fact,
Oh,
yours
did
are
I?
better than mine are. It's not even close.
I can pull up the set. I was so intrigued by the review. I did find it.
Yeah.
Love that it said sticker
Online.
people like 8 times.
Well, they have to hit their mark. To who they are marketing this to. So let's I mean
On the floor.
let's find out
I'm
how
not sure that was grossly misrepresenting the terrible set. I think that was an apt description of what they're very excited about. For
See,
this set.
I told
But
you
I
I would
loved it.
fail.
No, I loved it.
So there we are. Here it is. It turns out it was the Friends House building block set mini ice cream bar, dessert shop, girls' friends playhouse store, apartment, micro bricks, kits, birthday, Christmas, Xmas gifts for adults, kids 8 to 12, 6 to 12, 6 to 10, 7 to 9.
All right. All
A lot
right.
of age ranges there.
All right. You could not have gone 6 to 12 because we
Nope.
needed to get all the keywords of
No.
8 to 12, 6 to 12, 7 to 10.
And it's only $23.
Weird that this guy's personal review of the set, his picture of his daughters opening the set on Christmas morning, made it into the product shots
Those are
on
maybe
Amazon.
yeah, I mean, I think we should appreciate how brave this man is for including his daughter with a limb in this picture.
I
And
know, I
there's
thought so
nothing
too.
wrong with that, but he was just brave
No.
enough to put it front and center.
Yes,
No.
100%. Well,
Poor
Ben,
girl.
this is what intrigued me about this review in the first place.
Mhm.
Is something I know you would appreciate, the sticker people.
Yes,
What?
I do love
This
sticker
is-
people.
Sticker people in the middle. The very tall, like 2 stories tall lady.
Well,
What?
I mean,
Where? What is that?
Uh,
Is that
Just
odd?
sent her the picture.
Oh my
Mike, is that weird to you?
Wow, you're okay, Mike.
She looked
Does
weird.
does this not doesn't this not speak like person and amicability and
I guess it's just me. She looks weird.
It's
well,
amazing.
there is one other. Did you notice the one behind the counter?
Yes.
Yes.
He is
Making her
ready
be
to
half
give
them,
her a
so.
cupcake or some ice cream or whatever it is she's getting here.
Yeah.
almost-
What?
Ice cream, I assume.
Why do you think Lego would do this?
That's a good question.
Could it be? Is it possible that this isn't actually a Lego set, but somebody knocking it off, and they're so terrified of the patent on Lego minifigs
On
that they
minifigs.
literally created
Stickers.
sticker people in the set? Is that
minifigs.
possible?
I love sticker people. What's most exciting for me though is that the sticker people are actually included with this set.
Yes.
Normally, when we get Blockle sticker people, they're not even included. You just have to imagine that they're included.
So let me ask you, they are on clear 2x6 tiles
Yeah,
with a white background.
yeah,
White background, yeah.
And are they?
they're clear there.
Whoa. Wait, that picture. It's a clear
There's a
background.
clear background in that picture.
Mm-hmm.
So let me ask you this.
We buy
So
it.
what is it?
Let me ask
Mystery.
you this. Is this Eastern European adopted daughter actually in this picture, actually touching the set?
I don't think so. Just a hunch. I do like the spread out of the
Ish.
fake pieces.
Yeah.
That is particularly intriguing to me.
And there's a brick
I think the
separator.
man. I think let's check it again. Hold
This
on one
really great
second.
ice cream shop set can easily be purchased on Amazon. My kids really love it. It's bright, colorful, has a silly snowman piece, but the best.
Silly snowman piece.
Mhm.
Is there? Oh, there is.
It
Oh,
is Silly Snowman.
Okay, I saw that when he first talked about it. Of course I
Is
did.
that the same snowman in both pictures?
I don't know. Let's check it out.
I
Hold
thought
on.
it was
Give me one
smaller in the
second.
other one.
Where's my
Uh,
mouse?
That
It's
snowman's very bulbous. Okay, I think it maybe is the same one, but sure's goofy looking.
It might be. Jill Ellen, can you
That-
do you recognize these plants?
The plants, no, but I do recognize the snowman pieces.
That's a Lego. Like,
Yeah, I have. He's upstairs, but yeah, I have a snowman that's built like that, just without the scarf. I kind of like the scarf in that one.
Yeah, and the sideways nose, like it's been
Yeah.
he's like been punched. Well, there
I
we
was able
go.
to demonstrate that. Well, here's one that I found.
Oh, you've got one. Oh,
I
do
did
you?
find one. Here, are you ready?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, let's move on.
Here we go. This isn't AI voiced.
It's only
Um,
5 inches by 5 inches.
Yeah, they're micro blocks.
yeah, they're
Wow.
micro blocks.
micro
Yeah.
scale.
Mini micro blocks,
So
actually.
when those two girls
Wait.
were holding it, it was not 5 inches square.
5 by
Are you
5.
sure?
No, it is not. You're exactly correct. No, it's like
That's not
12.
5 by 5.
No.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're
wow.
definitely in that picture with that. Yeah. And the sticker
Yeah.
people, again, have opaque backgrounds.
They do. They
Thank
switch
you for catching
with-
that.
Yep.
It's the magic of this set.
Yeah.
All right, Ben, what did you find?
All right, here we go. This is the first one I found. First review of a set that I think some people were excited for. I did not realize that this set was about this. So here we go.
Check out this cool Happy Halloween school bus bringing all the kids to school in their blue school district. This set is super fun, while not only imagining the kids playing on the bus in their costumes, but also the school bus having a fun little costume itself, putting a balloon on top of it to celebrate the holiday. If you want the Halloween school bus, this is a definite recommend from me.
My
So
first
there we go.
question. Yeah. I have a very serious question about this.
Yeah.
Why is that man in witness protection?
I'm not sure. I kind of got the feeling that maybe he was embarrassed to even be reviewing the blue school bus. But that's clearly what that is a blue
I'm sorry, it
school
was the
bus.
Halloween school bus, right?
Yes.
I
Yes.
think and
Wait.
it goes in Halloween.
I know.
What was that?
I said the sad thing is we actually own that set and it does go in the Halloween section.
Appropriate,
Because-
according to this
Because
reviewer.
it has a costume itself
Yeah,
We
It's
bought it
all
for
masquerading.
costume.
mostly.
Yeah. Oh,
as a hot air balloon. Yeah.
we've got some comments here. I don't want to lose these. Let's see. I'll go backwards. But is it, these are from the last one. Oh yeah, she was starving.
Oh man, poor girl.
It was an actual Lego set, Smoky Smoke 710.
Uh-huh.
I
Sticker
found it
people
on
over mini
Amazon.
dolls. Ooh, harsh review. Harsh reviews.
Sorry that we missed the comments, you guys, on the last one. We're talking about this now, the Halloween balloon bus set.
The Halloween
Ben.
balloon bus.
Ben, I think it's worth playing that video one more time.
Okay.
I just want to hear that beautiful voice.
Check out this cool Happy Halloween school bus bringing all the kids to school in their blue school district. This set is super fun, while not only imagining the kids playing on the bus in their costumes, but also the school bus having a fun little costume itself, putting a balloon on top of it to celebrate the holiday. If you want the Halloween school bus, this is a definite recommend from me.
And then it puts the Lego set in the basket, or it gets the hose again.
It could be. Yeah, that may have been Buffalo Bill making that recommendation.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
think
sure.
so. But at least
but
he liked it.
I know, but I don't think he nailed what that set was really supposed to be about. You know, I think he missed the mark a little bit.
No, I think he left some stuff out. I think it was a gross misrepresentation of what that set actually is.
Bro.
Bro?
Bro. Nobody
Yeah,
knows,
the brick
bro.
builds.
Yeah, good call. Good call, Brick Dad Builds. So
Yeah, I want to see
I
what else
actually
you
did.
found.
Okay. Here's another one I found of a review of a Lego set on YouTube.
Just picked up this great Lego set. Finally, Lego admits that the Earth is flat. It's about damn time. My friends come over and see this set and say, "Finally, Lego has admitted the Earth is flat. Wondered when they were going to get around to that. The Earth is flat, you idiots. NASA is fake. We never landed on the moon. Birds aren't real, and candy corn contains mind-controlled drugs.
I found that review.
Try not to laugh, snort, whatever.
I'm so glad I wasn't drinking anything.
Why didn't we save that one for last? I just want to know. You idiot Lego people.
I felt it. I actually felt it was my weakest. But let's find this set and let's talk about this set.
Flat Earth set.
Because apparently this is what this guy thought of this set. I was slightly taken aback. Because it's like the happy moment set or the travel moment set. Here
Travel moment set, yeah.
Yeah. Let's check this out. Here we go. There it is. The Flat Earth set, apparently.
Flat Earth? Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like they're making a correction from when they made the globe before, because that was round, and they're like, maybe that was a mistake to propagate the myth of the round Earth.
I do wonder what he thinks of the Aura reset that shows like the Earth revolving around the sun.
Lego even has the globe.
Right. They've got all sorts of sets against this, but apparently they were waiting for them to counter that narrative with this set, which in retrospect, you guys, I think that's the only thing you can take away from this set, because who is this for otherwise?
I don't know. I was also very.
It was kind of eye-opening to me.
Yeah.
So fake
What's
news
that,
anyway.
Joellen?
I said somebody who needs terrain pieces. I like the dark blue,
Mhm.
but that's about it.
Right? Same. I like the dark blue. Yeah, that's basically all I can say about this as well.
Well, I hear this one. Let's start with this one. You call it a review, but it's more of a truth bomb.
Right?
Considering, like for whatever reason, Mr. Australia there, when he flies from Australia to get to Chicago to come to Brickworld, he definitely flies all the way across Africa.
Yeah.
And every place to get to where we are in Chicago or where you are in Chicago, because if he goes the other way, where does he go? He has to fly around the entire back side of the Earth.
This guy here lives
Mr.
here. You
Lego
can see my
TV,
mouse. You can see where my mouse is going. He flies underneath and around the flat plane to get here to Chicago. He knows that.
Candy corn was definitely a conspiracy I was unaware of, but now I am.
That's why we don't eat those here in this house.
Yes, Lego Team B says testify, Ben. It's a long flat flight. Yeah, I mean it doesn't go in a circle. Seems like a straight line to you.
Well, you take your World Wonderliner and you fly under the seam of all of it. And the sun goes around somehow this way.
Yes, but
around this flat disc.
Brick Orphanage does want to call out that it's a really poor build of the Great Ice Wall at the top and bottom that keep us.
I know.
Stuff on. So
yeah, from the outside plane where the White Walkers live. Yep.
Yeah. Lego Team B says another example of Lego, placating. They're on the fence here. They're trying to appease both the flat earthers, the truthers, and the globe earthers. I've never heard them described as globe earthers, but globe earthers. Ooh.
I would say Lego Team B just outed himself as a round earther because he doesn't even know the term that we refer to him as. Globe you're indoctrinated.
Round earther.
You're indoctrinated into a cult, Lego Team B. Anyway, that was a fun review I found. Did you find anything else out there?
I found one more.
Oh, you did? Me too.
But I'm sure yours is going to be more interesting than this one. But here we go.
I don't know.
Here's what I found. Hey educators, check out this anatomically correct banana man from the Food Wars of '66. This STEM model shows the correct bone structure for the banana warrior from the Third Era, accurately depicting his bone structure, internal organs, and joint movements. Teach students about history of the warrior class long since past when it was finally settled if we prefer to 888 apples or bananas. I got a problem with that review. It's 888 apples or bananas, first of all. But outside of that,
I'm so sorry. That sounded creepily close to your voice.
I found it. I never would have voice overed that myself.
Right. No, that's why I'm like, what's happening? What alternate dimension are we living in?
Yeah. But now I'm
Oy.
finally starting to understand Peely Bone. We spent all this time thinking that this was just a creepy ass banana. It turns out it's an educational tool to teach
Is
you about
it?
the banana warrior and his
It's
anatomical structure.
History.
Yeah, it's
Bonkers.
history. It's history.
Can you play
We put
that?
him on our display trying to be funny.
Can you play that
Yeah.
again? Can you play that again, please?
Here we go. Hey educators, check out this anatomically correct banana man from the Food Wars of '66. This STEM model shows the correct bone structure for the banana warrior from the Third Era, accurately depicting his bone structure, internal organs, and joint movements. Teach students about history of the warrior class long since past when it was finally settled if we prefer to 888 apples or bananas. Apples or bananas, you idiot. I can't even handle that guy.
Yeah, the AI voice kind of screwed everything up. I really thought Peely Bone was this.
A new Lego set, can't wait to see. Oh, it's Peely Bone, okay, what could it be? Half banana, half bone. It's a bonkers sight. Be it stupid or cute, it just doesn't seem right. Guts, oh, what a sight to behold. Little brown splatters, stories untold. Is it a bruised banana or something else? How did Peely Bone end up on the shelves? A banana with a skeleton, what's the deal? A mashup too wild to find the appeal. He's not a doorbell, don't say ding dong. Every part of Peely Bone is just plain wrong. Don't say ding dong, don't say ding dong. Just plain wrong, just plain wrong. Don't say ding dong, don't say ding dong. Every part of Peely Bone is just plain wrong.
Hey educators, check out this anatomically correct banana man from the Food Wars of '66. There we go.
We had it so wrong. I just like I really need to share this right now. Mike and Joanne had Peely Bone at Brickworld Fort Wayne, and so this is basically how he showed up. He was like basically a sculpture for this cult in their town. And there's no way to get a good angle of this set. And however, you can see here, I'm sorry, off to the right, there is a little bit of a protest going on. You can kind of see just a little hint of it here. They're all holding picket signs that say "No bananas." They must have seen that song. Oops, wrong way. Where is it? Got a better.
There you go.
Oh, there's the banana bro.
Got a couple
There's
banana
that
bros.
Awful banana bro.
Yeah.
Sitting right there. What's that?
You get the protesters right there. You can see the signs.
I feel
Well, you
like
can
they're
see them
telling.
closer here.
So,
Yeah,
it was roadside attraction.
Oh, this
So,
is
Rose
deep within the
Market,
city. This ain't roadside
banana
nothing.
skeleton.
No, it seems like a deity here, and I think what they're
It does.
suggesting is that
Well-
Peely Bone needs to cover up because they're all throwing the peels at him, like
Yeah.
put these back on,
You know when you get the people throwing the coins, like pennies, into the fountain? there's people around the thing. They're throwing banana things into it.
Oh, it's like a
So
like
they're
if,
throwing the
yeah.
peeled
like a wish.
bananas.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
There you
was
go.
that's what they're doing.
Yeah, by the way, to highlight how wrong this set is. Banana Bros are back, says Papa Rex. Is that mock shedding peel? I would say yes. Yes, they just did explain it, and Lego Team B cinches it all up by saying this is sexy talk for educators.
I don't know what to tell you. I thought the same thing Mark did when I heard the Peely Bone song was, this is the dumbest thing that's ever been created. But it's not true, because if you get your kid this Banana Man set, they can skip their first year med school because it's an anatomically correct Banana Man from the Banana Wars of '66.
Yes, yes, as everyone knows
STEM toy.
clearly.
STEM
Well,
toy.
let me show you this part of it, which is so. What the hell? Why does he have a spine in the top of his head? That's fine if he's a human inside this, and for some reason his guts that are just down in his bowels only are exposed. Sure, fine, I guess. What? Why is the top of the peel? Why does the stem of the banana have bones in it? I hate that so much. Well, we got
You know
white
what I think's
boomerangs though.
more telling than anything? Peely Bone.
What?
He doesn't have a heart.
Joellen,
We
we need your help here.
Well, the heart is
We need
technically
lungs.
for humans, which is under the banana peel
So
part.
you can't
But
see it.
This is not a human. This
No, but your
is a
heart
Banana
is here.
Man.
You
It's
guys,
pretty much
you're-
just like barely off center. It's not like you're, they're right hand over the heart. It's not way the hell over here. It's like basically still in the middle.
It's like in your sternum.
Yeah, it's slightly on one side, so one of your
like-
lungs is a slightly different
like-
shape, but it's like right there still.
Vaguely asymmetrical.
Yeah.
Joe Ellen, you need to make a heart and a lung for this poor.
Do you know what we
being.
really need to do? Is we need to have a push button that plays your song.
I've been told
Amen, sister.
Lego
Sir.
Team B skipping any part of med school using this would be a slip up. Sorry.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Ouch. I'm
Yeah.
I'm in pain from the punniness of it.
Yeah.
This was like, I was so sick, you guys. I was so sick, like fighting to stay awake, and this just like filled me with joy. And they kept telling me they had like an Easter egg in their display for me, and I was like, oh, I'll go look for it. It was very obvious.
Yeah, that's not an Easter egg.
If you looked at it, it was obvious.
Yeah. It's not an Easter
If you
egg,
had
that's a bone.
eyes,
That's a Peely Bone right there. They threw you a bone, Mark.
Yeah, in 7 days, I think.
Yeah, they did.
We saw the video. It came after the video that you did with it. I was like, oh, I wanted to do that with protesters. So yeah,
Well-
the week before Brickworld we're like, we need this just for you.
which video? This.
A new Lego set, can't wait to see. Oh, it's Peely Bone, okay, what could it be? Half banana, half bone. It's a bonkers sight. Be it stupid or cute, it just doesn't seem right. Guts, oh, what it's like to behold. Little round splatters, stories untold. Is it a bruised banana or something else? How did Peely Bone end up on the shelves? A banana with a skeleton, what's the deal? A mashup too wild to find the appeal. He's not a doorbell, don't say ding dong. Every part of Peely Bone is just plain wrong. Don't say ding dong, don't say ding dong. Just plain wrong, just plain wrong. Don't say ding dong, don't say ding dong. Every part of Peely Bone is just plain wrong.
Hey, educators, check out this anatomical.
So I explained to Mike and Joellen at Brickworld Fort Wayne that I I had an ex who used to always say, "Ding dong, it's a doorbell," and I felt like for my life, it was a little too gay for like the way I present, the way that I want to lead my life. And on some fateful evening on this live stream, I um I said, "Ding dong, it's a doorbell," and I said it several times over episodes and made it a thing, like peeling off the grossness of my ex. And then when I was writing the lyrics for this song, I came up with like, he's not adorable because we had just done the adorable or dumb episode.
Cute versus
And
stupid.
so I was
yeah.
like, he's not a doorbell. Don't say ding dong for Peely Bone. And what's fun about this right now, because I made so many like lyrics for this, A-Cop's joining us again as we're going over the Peely Bone song. It's like the only time he can show up if we're talking about the ding dong set. When I open when I have the thumbnail in my Finder on my laptop here. Sorry. The file is stuck on the frame dong.
Makes sense. Totally get it.
Okay, Ben.
We still
Ben,
need a
as long
copy of
as
that song though. And then we just need the whole package because that's gonna get incorporated.
the whole package. Yes,
You
of
need the package.
course. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, we are leading we're like just leaning into every pun we can. The
Mhm.
whole package.
The whole banana.
Jolene.
Yep.
Yeah, you got it.
To
From
be honest, I don't think she understands what she just said.
No, I
Yeah.
understand it. I didn't
I-
mean it when I said it, but I
Okay.
do understand it.
She got it almost immediately after she said
Okay.
it.
yeah,
in
from
her defense.
stem to tip, whole thing.
So, Ben, did you have any other gross misrepresentation you found through finding videos? I love the laugh story. That's the story of my life. Way to go, Mike.
finally got one.
Sorry.
You just made the live stream, man. That's everything we're
Here,
waiting
go
for.
this way.
Ben, do you have another Lego
No, I
set
mean, I
review that
came
was-
up with this horrible idea when I was out of pocket and not, possibly able to produce more than one. But I know that there's at least one more that you have created. I mean,
Look at this adorable Happy Doll set I found on Amazon. Believe it or not, it's made of Legos. He comes with a little knife like he's an inspiring baker. Isn't that cute? I don't know why he does this at night, but it's cute, am I right? I gave this adorable Lego doll set to my toddler. See how much he loves it. I can't believe I'd never heard of this cute Lego set before. There should be commercials.
there should be 100%. Now, I would like to say, pause. That is the most on point one of these that there's been the whole time. You were convinced you didn't do it right. And that was a home run right there. That is exactly what I'm talking about. That is the RV times 10 right there.
I was so worried because I'm like, I don't know what he's looking for.
Buildable Chucky character building toy birthday party decoration supplies for
It said
fan
birthday-
kids adults.
Birthday party decoration supplies. You guys, I'm sorry. Let's go back to this one here. There's
I can. What?
Agree.
At least I can be 42% certain that that kid is not actually in that room with that doll. let me say, that's an incredibly good Photoshop job if it's not in there. And that tells me something I don't want to know.
well, let's just like one more time.
Holy
What's
shit.
that? Oh, sorry, Joanne. Go
But
ahead.
The fact that that's actually an image on Amazon for a Chucky build is just mind-boggling.
Well, let's check her review one more time.
Look at this adorable Happy Doll set I found on Amazon. Believe it or not, it's made of Legos. He comes with a little knife like he's an inspiring baker. Isn't that cute? I don't know why he does this at night, but it's cute, am I right? I gave this adorable Lego doll set to my toddler.
see how much he loves it. I can't believe I'd never heard of this cute Lego set before. There should be commercials.
There should be. That kid looks terrified now that I watch it back. He's like,
It's not the bacon.
They didn't even try to Photoshop a smile onto this kid.
no,
Like
they're
they
just
knew.
like,
You
whatever,
guys,
bud.
this was the last lifestyle shot from it,
Okay.
which I guess
Well,
makes more sense. But you guys,
Firing Baker Chucky.
it's the same exact amount of pieces that are left over on the ground.
Yeah.
And the same instruction booklet set to the same page. This kid is like, I will be traumatized from this forever. If you could please squirrel some money away from my
And it's
My
again,
psychiatry
therapy,
bill.
my trauma
Yeah.
therapy later in life.
Oh, here we
it's a green
go.
screen. All right, we got the green screen now.
All right. Well, I thought that he was wearing overalls. Turns out that's an apron. He's an inspiring baker.
Whoa!
Why is this knife crooked? Looks like it melted. Yeah, well, he's smiling. I mean, he seems happy. I'm just saying.
Well, what we need now is a customer review video.
Oh, yes. Here we go.
Yo.
It's
Yeah,
fun
we
for the
need
price,
this.
guys.
Twists on the
Fun
bits.
for the price. Why is he chopping his own dick off? I just have to ask.
Well, Mark, he's a doll.
Let's say
So, you know.
Oh! You can wind this light up and it makes him look more evil.
Yeah.
and he chops again.
Yeah.
Right back down.
Fun times. Let's see what else they had to say.
Pocket Master says we need to call Child Protective Services. That lady is nuts.
Yep.
I would say she's bananas.
All right, so
Goodbye, baby Grogu. Forget about Ding Dong adorable Grogu. We got to go with Chucky from now on.
All right, so we have others here, by the way. We have the Halloween movie. We have the Freddy versus Jason. We need to get down to the customer
No, I'm going to
reviews.
drink it. I just can't drink it while he's talking.
Let's see. Where? Oh, did I miss it? Sorry.
What about the little girls there hanging out with him?
Where?
We're at bottom.
Oh, there we go.
There. Yeah.
They're definitely hanging out with him. Definitely in the same room.
Totally.
Yep. Definitely a thing that happened.
That's
Killer
interesting.
Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Sorry, we'll get back to these.
Oh,
Where are the product reviews?
yo, okay, go back
Mike,
to
did
that.
you grow up on Killer Clowns from Outer Space?
I definitely know that one. Yes.
4.6 out of 5.
All right, let's see.
Small and cute.
I feel like if you were born early '80s, you probably know Killer Clowns from Outer Space. But
I was
My
born in the
niece
late
loves
70s, so yes, I do.
Oh. late '70s, early '80s. That'd
Lo-
be the time frame you'd know that.
Loved it.
thing.
I watched my husband, and he made it look so much easier than the norm. Laugh out loud. The building blocks kit is made from regular size blocks, and when finished, leaves you with a really cool figure. The blocks come in numbered bags, which helps to make assembly efficient. The model took me about 4 hours and 45 minutes to build, and even has a little red LED to give a really cool underlighting effect. You can pose the model a bit as well as choose whether he is sitting or standing. I hope they make more horror themed movie ones in the future. You guys talk amongst yourselves while I look for the rest of these.
It's not Killer Clowns.
I mean, I guess in fairness, the written reviews make far more sense than the video review, which I think was a little off for my taste. But you know, it's no worse than the Breaking Bad RV. Seriously. So I don't know.
For real.
We got that going for us. Lego compatible. That's exciting. Absolutely awesome.
Yes.
Love it.
I love
So-
that MS Heather says, I've yet to complete this set. But so far, it's good. She's had it since July.
She was,
The bricks
she was
are Lego
excited.
compatible. Like all off-brand building blocks, they are less consistently perfect than Legos. That means you may find some loose bricks and need to super glue them.
No big deal.
Is that what that means?
No
Okay,
big deal.
good to know. I've built many generic brand building blocks, and this set is a standard of what to expect from them. The instructions are easy to read and similar to Lego instructions. There are no confusing areas, and the build is straightforward. I recommend the set to horror lovers. Edit. The set is built, and I love it. Chucky has more articulation than Barbies.
Buying customer review of free product. They do include those in there. Looks like they seeded a lot of these Chuckies.
Is it free? Can you tell? Was
That's
it
what
free?
it says in the green.
In the green?
Yeah,
Oh,
right
yes.
underneath the name.
Fine customer review of free product. Nice.
Product.
The set is built.
So,
Chucky has more articulation than Barbies. His neck, shoulders, elbows, wrists, fingers, hips, and knees move. Not only that, but the stand he rests on rotates. You can pose him standing or sitting. The set is imperfect and has a few loose pieces, but it's still great. I'm changing my star rating from 4 to 5 stars. Let's see. This is the final. He is literally flipping us off.
Yes. That's the articulation they needed.
They've got some tubes back here so he can actually stand up. Yeah, good to know. Good to know.
Mm-hmm.
So those were my let's just watch this one more time. Because I feel she has a lot to tell us about how to raise a child.
Look at this adorable Happy Doll set I found on Amazon. Believe it or not, it's made of Legos. He comes with a little knife like he's an inspiring baker. Isn't that cute? I don't know why he does this at night, but it's cute, am I right? I gave this adorable Lego doll set to my toddler. See how much he loves it. I can't believe I'd never heard of this cute Lego set before. There should be commercials.
So no.
There should be. There should be. And I think we're going to make one.
I think it may happen.
All right. Well, what do we got next? We got guests here, so maybe they can get some feedback for us on a few of our close calls tonight.
Pockets Master says we need to call Child Protective Services. This lady is nuts.
Yep, crazy.
Chris Cummings is going to bed, I guess.
I don't think so. I think we're on sad for poor baby Grogu.
What happened to baby Grogu?
Well, he's out now that Chucky's in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotcha. All right,
Yeah.
my fault. My fault.
All right, here we go. Close call, everybody. First question. Which video game taught you better life skills, Tetris or Grand Theft Auto?
I'm sorry.
Why do I want to know this?
This is not a close call at all. I am constantly packing trucks, and Tetris, hands down, taught me more life skills. And I call it out every time I pack a truck. Let's Tetris the fuck out of the rest of this truck. Is what I say every time.
I don't want to admit.
It's a close call for at least one of us then. So the reason this came up is this morning we were packing to come home from my sister's house, and my wife when she connects the car just throws everything in, and I come back and I'm like, no, we got to put the square things on the bottom and build it up, etc., etc. And so I said to her today, you must never have even passed level 1 of Tetris. And she goes, we're not playing Tetris, we're packing the car.
Which is playing.
And I said, oh, we're playing Tetris. We're playing Tetris. Let's see, anyone else in the commercial or in the chat have anything to say about which video game taught you better life skills?
I feel like if Tetris, if
to me, it's a combination.
Go ahead.
I was saying, to me, it's a combination.
Why?
I gotta pack the truck, Tetris, but driving from here to Chicago, Grand Theft Auto, getting through all the toll gates and everything.
I feel like if I had learned better life skills from Grand Theft Auto than I had Tetris, I would have handled this situation differently. There we go. It's up in the top, and let's see it a little bit slower.
Oh, that didn't look too bad. I mean, I probably would have gotten out and done much worse than that.
Let's see it even slower.
I mean, that guy lost his whole front
Wait for me to
bumper.
pull off to the side.
I mean,
Oh,
Nice
no,
dent.
he lost all of his bumpers.
Yeah.
yeah, you're going straight. He lost
One more time.
front.
Here we go. Very
Way off.
slow. You
Oof.
asshole.
Oh.
Oof.
Yeah, there goes the front of his car.
Yeah, it's a pretty big smash there on the front of the U-Haul.
Oh, you did lose a light. I see that.
Yep.
Oh, I lost a lot off that thing, but it wasn't mine.
Well, it's not yours.
Thank heavens.
Because you can
Yeah,
catch
so
it
Yeah.
across all the Legos, fine.
So if I was Grand Theft Auto, I'd have just hit him
kept going.
right in the
Yep.
driver's door. I'd have been like,
Yep.
fuck you, you idiot. You're running. I know this intersection very well. It's 2 minutes from my storage unit. I'd have been like, I'm just going to speed up because I know I have the right of way.
Yeah.
Let's do it. So I think I got more from Tetris.
All right.
Because I was thinking more about how things were packed
For
into
one.
the truck than I was
But-
about like.
Brick Dead Build says we made that comment at Fort Wayne about Tetris.
Mhm.
Jessica says Tetris for sure. So people are more on the Tetris side. Though
Tetris is
Mike-
number one.
You're also talking to a bunch of people that try to travel with their displays.
That's
Yeah.
true.
So it's
Well,
kind of a
also,
population.
I feel
That's
like the skills I learned from Grand Theft Auto have gotten me into the most trouble.
Yes. I mean, here's the thing. If you drop the Lego hobby and go to jail, then maybe Grand
Mhm.
Theft Auto is more useful. So I think you just want to keep it in the back of your mind as, a possible source for life lessons. Okay. More
I've got
sadistic
time.
villain. Ramsey Bolton or Joffrey Baratheon? Joffrey Baratheon.
Joffrey, thank you. Ramsey, hands down.
Yeah, Ramsey's pretty crazy. But Joffrey did some
Ramsey's
pretty
that way
horrible
on
things too. Oh,
What's
you
that,
don't think
Joellen?
Joffrey's that way on purpose?
Oh, on purpose. Okay.
I think Ramsey actually planned to be like sadistic, whereas Joffrey just is sadistic by nature. He doesn't think about it; he just does it.
He was just like, that was part of like responding to the
Nurture versus nurture
yes.
versus nature.
Yes.
Well, Roose Bolton's not exactly a great human either, but Ramsey does some pretty sick things, to say the least. Joffrey, when he does torture people, he seems to kill them pretty quickly.
Yeah.
At least he's got that going for him. I don't know. But yeah, they're both not very nice for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Brick Dead Build says he's unfamiliar with Game of Thrones, and yet you knew they were from Game of Thrones, so you can't be that unfamiliar with them. But let's say, just to give you an idea, Joffrey cut off the head of his father to be, so the father of his fiance, put it on a spike and then made her look at it. He later also tied up a woman that he bought from a house of pleasure and shot her with a crossbow multiple times. Ramsey, on the other hand, basically staked someone to an X-shaped cross and cut parts of his body off. So, not
He's the
nice.
one who did that.
You remember now?
No, I remember he is now.
Yeah, not nice. I think part of Ramsey's evilness is that he allowed the person to believe that things would get better for them from time to time, and then drop the hammer on them. And he was pretty evil.
Remember what he did now? Yeah, got it.
To be clear, when Joffrey shot that woman, she was she was like a conglomerate of several characters from the book that they needed to just write off with no explanation.
Still, not very nice.
They were past the book at that point too.
Not very nice.
Didn't have anything to do with the book. They were just writing ahead. The book is different.
Correct.
They both died, I would say, probably both in the way they deserved. If that makes any sense.
Agreed.
Okay, we
Not a
have
close
one
call
last
there.
one, which is definitely Lego related finally. Because, I figure Lego stream, we can try this sometimes. Here it is. Give up building brick hobby for 2 years or only use Mega Blocks for the rest of your life.
Give up for 2 years.
2 years. She's out for 2 years.
I concur.
Get us a nice 2-year break. Find another hobby. Mark, that's going to be very hard for you considering what you do for a living.
No, it's not. I didn't build this week. Like, Mike, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
I would say 2 years. Meg blocks just they don't
They don't feel right.
They don't feel right. They don't the clutch power and all that. They say Lego compatible. They just don't fit right.
They're made from a different material.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we buried that one quick.
What if I changed it from Mega Bloks to Funhole?
2-year break of playing video games, says Brick Orphanage.
Oh,
If you change it to Funhole, I'd probably still take the same break.
Because the minifigures terrify you that much?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, but
would I be able to use my Fabuland minifigures in that time?
Well, so that's my question. If you could only build with Funhole, here's the thing: quality of brick, roughly the same, colors essentially identical. Some of the parts are a little strange or a little different molded. It's the minifigures that are the problem there. So,
well, fun ask: would you build for 2 years with your current collection, or wait? If you had to wait for like getting the new molds in those 2 years until after that time period had passed, this needs to be better crafted.
So you're saying,
like,
would I buy?
Rather like just stick with what I have.
Build
Can
no
you
new
not
parts
buy
for 2
anything
years?
for 2 years, or do you build what you have?
Yeah. You build only with what you have now, and you can't buy new Lego for 2 years.
Hobby for 2 years. So
hobby. Yep. Agreed.
So you don't build anything for 2 years.
You don't touch Lego.
No, you build, but you only have like your current collection.
Okay.
And you have to wait for 2 years. I don't know what the alternate is there.
Yeah, I guess the wording is a little bit odd.
I'll work on that for next week. But it's like I think about that from time to time when it comes to like I could build this whatever's here on my build table perfectly if I just like buy from Pick-a-Brick. But if I don't have the money, can I just like can I make a compelling build? Can I make something beautiful? Can I make something match what I see in my head with what I already have without spending that new money?
It's actually a quilt thing. So
yes, you probably could. However, like I said, it's just the way things stick together. Like it might not be as stable. Yeah, that's the word.
Yeah, but my point is, it's all Lego. You just have to wait. I'll come.
It's like making a quilt out of your stash. And quilters do it all the time.
I
They're
guess,
like,
I guess
hey,
the question is a little bit. I'm not understanding then.
It is. It's very much so. And I'm going to form this into a close call for next week.
Yeah, we've got a lot of hatred towards Mega Bloks. Rick Orphanage says, take me 2 years to get through my backlog. But Brick Dead builds, he's with me. He's building Funhole and continuing on. So there you go. Sorry, guys. A little bit of Funhole action up in here.
Fine.
So those were my close calls. Of course, I did have this one on first because we're still someday going to get to Yub Nub versus Victory Celebration.
Never.
We're gonna. This is now like the.
We already agreed. Yub Nub won.
No, this is like Matt Damon coming on Jimmy Kimmel. We are gonna tease this every week that we're gonna do it next week and then never actually do it.
Perfect.
That's what this is now.
All right. Perfect.
Okay. Well.
Rant time
for ranting.
All right, our guest goes first. Joellen, do you have a rant ready for?
I only have one Lego rant.
All right, let's hear it.
Rant all the time.
Yeah, hold on. We got to get you all set up here. First of all, we got to get some piece of cake rolling.
I got you.
Down. And we need a timer, and our timering skills are still horrible. However, we can just do
Why'd you start
something.
The music.
Because you can run. It's not a big deal. Let's run. We'll run a timer for 1 minute.
It's a big deal.
Not for 1 hour.
It is.
Okay, I don't believe it. We're gonna run it off my extra camera here. So it's small and doesn't take up the whole screen.
Yes, nice.
So we're gonna see if we can.
Pardon me, sorry.
We're gonna see if we can get this to roll. If this works, all of our problems in the entire world are solved, and we can finally claim to have achieved world peace. All right, here we come. All right, there it is. The 1 minute timer. We got to restart it though. How do we restart it? I don't want to delete it. This is too hard. Okay, we're gonna do the stopwatch instead. Okay, we ready?
Sure.
Sure.
Here we go.
I hate the mini dolls. They are different proportions from minifigs. So if you have a boy and a girl playing with all the Lego stuff, the girl can't put her mini doll in her brother's car and drive around with it, and the boy can't put his minifig in her house because the legs on mini dolls are slightly taller than minifigs, and their torsos are slightly shorter, and they're overall taller. So even though they wanted kids to be able to play together, they can't, because you can't swap vehicles and you can't swap cars. It's not 60 seconds, but that's my biggest rant. I don't care about all the colors. I don't care that they're flesh tones and minifigs aren't. I don't care that they're pink and purple. I care that they're different proportions, and I can't stand them. 55 seconds.
And also, their
All
legs
right.
don't separate.
They can't sit down. They don't have anti-studs on their butt.
They don't.
They can't run.
Sit down. They don't. They're
No.
just. Ugh.
They can't lunge. They can't squat. They
Did not
can't
eat Polly
nothing.
Pockets.
They can't work. They can't work out. Yeah.
Nope.
What a fail. Complete
Hard
fail.
times.
in every
So,
way,
Mike,
shape, and form.
do you have a Lego rant?
I do
No.
not.
All right, fair enough. Fair
He
enough.
doesn't.
All right, all right.
I'm easy
all right,
going.
Easy duck.
We'll protect you. Ben, you or me?
I got some ranting to do.
Get it?
All right, you ready?
I am.
Play it. All right, Amazon, if that is your real name. You say you're Amazon Prime. What does Prime mean? Like premium, premier, the bestest. Well, I'm in Fargo with my sister. I got nothing better to do. You know what I did? I wanted some Funhole. You know what I tried to do? I tried to order some Funhole to my sister's house. Guess what happened? They said, we'll deliver it to you tomorrow. They didn't deliver it to me the next day. And then I was leaving the day after that. And why didn't they deliver it to me? Some would say maybe it's retribution for buying Funhole in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
I say no. It's because Jeff Bezos is evil. Just straight up evil. He doesn't care that I was bored to tears at my sister's house. I wasn't really bored to tears. It's just part of the rant. Listen to this. I was bored to tears and I needed some Funhole in my life. And guess what? They said, no thanks.
Fun.
You are paying for Prime, but we're going to say we're delivering it to you today. Then we're going to say we're not delivering it to you today. Then we're just not going to deliver it at all.
Done.
Jeff.
Bezos.
What a jerk.
In your goddamn garage sale.
You know what else I found out today? Not today. Earlier this week. I went to find something on Walmart.com just for funsies.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
They've got plenty of they've got plenty of fake Lego on their marketplace as well.
Really?
They do. In particular, I was trying to see if I could find a place that had some Wednesday sets. Because they're not carrying them at Target yet, and maybe it'll be a while before they're mass distributed. Maybe they'll never be mass distributed. I don't know. But if you search for Lego Wednesday on Walmart, you will find some interesting things.
Will you?
Yes, some knockoffs. We'll have to get into that sometime.
So we need to touch on this. Joellen got some rant love here with heads, hands, nothing but hairs able to be swapped with mini dolls from Brick Dad Builds. Chris Cummings says, it's as if the minifigures are under 11 years old and the mini dolls are teenagers with after growth apart.
Yes.
Yeah. So, and then Brick Dad Build says, Bozos is a purist Lego snob. What? Oh, Bezos.
Mm-hmm. What a jerk.
But he's not.
He would.
He's
well,
not a purist at all.
He's got all that stuff on there, and yet when I say, "Bring me some
Bozos.
Funhole," how dare they? They don't bring it to me.
I like the name Jeff Bozos.
Bozos,
Mhm.
Bozos the clown.
That one
Yeah.
is.
Yeah,
That one's
how
nice.
dare they?
Yeah.
How dare they indeed? All right,
And that
what
was on
up?
yours. Yeah, my turn.
Okay. Do
Okay.
you have the cake ready?
Yeah, I do. Hold on one second. Hold on. I need this up here because I have notes on this rant.
Oh, good. I like it when it counts down better.
I do too, actually.
Like, how can I like make this Oh, here we go. Cancel?
We'll work on it.
Start. But then it just starts right away. That's just not even fun. How do I make it restart? Apple people, here we go.
All right. Hey, Lego and Nintendo, if those are your real names, which I doubt. Listen up. You created a new Animal Crossing polybag set, and you gave us Julian again. How many original Animal Crossing villagers do you have to choose from? I think it's something like 413. You could have made a polybag set with Muffy, with Roscoe, with Sid, with Kyle, with Gail, with Diana, Apollo, Poppy, Bob, Raymond, Shino, Stitches, Anka, Sherry, Filbert, Fuchsia, or Judy, or Tank, or Coach, or Meringue, even Pietro, which nobody wants Pietro, but you could have done that. 413 characters to choose from, and you repeat Julian in a lame polybag set? Shame on you. Shame. We should shave your head and march you through the streets, ringing a bell and shouting shame.
All right. That was both intense and highly accurate. How dare they? As soon as I saw that it was Julian again, I said, Mark's going to be pleased and pissed at the same time. Because
who do they think they are?
We did a midnight polybag release and review for Maple.
Yeah!
Are we going to do that for Julian and his stupid painting shirt set?
No, I haven't even reviewed this horrible set yet. And it has two really cool characters in it. You gonna tell me Julian's painting at the beach? Julian's painting at the beach? Is that a thing that happens?
Smugs don't paint at the beach.
Julian's hobby is artist. Fine. Is he going to paint 9 dots on a canvas? No, he's not.
Oh,
no, that's his hobby. He's a better artist than that. On a bamboo beach? Yeah. Do not get me started.
I think we already did.
I'll buy it. I'll buy
yeah,
several.
Of course you will. Yep, I know you
I'll
will.
buy a case.
Yep.
We'll hand them out at Brickworld 2025.
Yep.
But I hate it.
Yep. I understand.
Hey, Ben.
Hey, Mark.
Real quick, we've gone way over 3 hours.
We have, yes.
But you know the fun thing about, and maybe Joellen and Mike know something about this, because I know Logan is into Nintendo Switch. So the follow-up to the Switch is coming out, and these poor like Nintendo YouTubers are like making daily streams about like we don't know what's happening. We hear rumors. We think this might. We hear this rumor. We see this news. We filed a FOIA to find out what patents Nintendo's releasing. Nintendo told us a long time ago that the Switch successor is coming out in the next fiscal year, and these poor YouTubers are like, what do we do every day of our lives? Because we have no new news since then. And so they're like, and I watch all of them, and I'm like, nope, no new news. I'll turn it off after 30 seconds. But these poor guys are just sitting there like, we don't know what to tell you. We're actually ourselves tired of making these streams. Lucky for us, Ben, that we're influencers that have a product that we follow, that we love, that produces roughly 1 trillion new sets per day.
Roughly. There's
Roughly.
always news, and if there isn't news, we'll just do what we always do.
And it,
We'll make it the fuck up.
Make shit up, yeah.
and at least one of those 1 trillion is a Hagrid set.
Yeah, another what I need in my life. Okay, we are now entering Lego After Dark because we're almost at 3.5 hours. Another
The
fucking Hagrid
18th
hut is
Hagrid's
not what I
cut.
need. Okay. And even worse than any of that bullshit. Let me tell you something right now. I just looked. Are you okay there, Mike?
Yeah.
I just looked at our YouTube channel, and guess what the fuck is happening?
Get over 1,000?
Can somebody
Palindrome.
want to make a guess?
Palindrome.
989 subscribers. You are all assholes. Every single one of you.
I fucking called it. Oh my god. Hey Ben, what if they came out with a Hagrid's hut that was like orange?
Good. Whoop-de fucking do. It's still a Hagrid's hut. is that gonna go along with the yellow fucking castle?
Oh,
All right.
oh my
I
god.
almost finished collecting parts for that yellow castle.
Oh, I think those are fighting words.
I think there's. You do know that I have a remove button, Joellen. They're selling in my bricks and minifigs for like $375 fucking dollars. I'm like, no. I never get worked up until you talk about Yellow Castle and Hagrid's freaking hut. I am tired of Hagrid's hut. I've been told though, somebody informed me that there are only 5 versions of Hagrid's hut.
I'm sorry.
I don't know who that was.
Wait. $3,075?
No, $375.
I thought you
I'm
said
still
3,000.
not. No, I'm still not buying that stupid thing.
I'm gonna watch it back.
Okay.
Do you know why I'm not gonna? You know, I am not going to do that because it's a fucking Yellow Castle.
375.
All right. You know what all this swearing is doing? It's trying to get us to lose 1 subscriber so we don't have a fucking palindrome anymore. That's what I want out of my life.
Or maybe gain one. Maybe people like swearing.
Maybe gain 1. No, we're still at
Hey.
989.
You know what studies show is
What's
that
that?
people who swear are more honest. And
Well, I
that's
was
what we
feeling very
appreciate.
honest in this moment.
I know.
They can also endure more pain.
Really?
Not kidding. They
Okay.
we were watching some the swearing thing maybe on Netflix and History of Swearing, and they literally did a test that you stuck your hand in like ice cold water, and the people who could swear were allowed to swear lasted a lot longer than the people who couldn't.
And the people who said, "Oh, gee golly, it sure is chilly in here, Fred. My hand's feeling a bit nippy.
I don't remember.
I don't think I can take it out."
Oh, crumb. My
Yeah.
fingers hurt.
Oh,
My mom always said
crumb.
crumb growing
It
up.
was the
Crumb.
History of Swearing or something.
History of Swearing, Nicolas Cage on Netflix.
Oh, I need to watch this.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
Hi, baby.
Thank you, Brick Orphanage. Now, as soon as someone else subscribes, you better resubscribe, or I'm kicking you in the junk the next time I see you. Because now we only have 988 subscribers.
Someone
Thank
did
you.
unsubscribe.
Brick Orphanage, he did it. He did it for us.
Thank you, Brick Orphanage.
Yes, thank you. Thank you,
You
for
are-
saving me from the palindrome.
You are a gentleman who
Yes,
truly understands us.
you do.
I love this. I love organic growth.
I do too, except when we're on a palindrome. I
Yeah.
can't handle them. Madam,
Well,
I'm Adam. Race car, radar.
What was okay? Fair enough.
Symmetry. You suck, symmetry.
Okay, you know what we need right now is this.
Look at this adorable Happy Doll set I found on Amazon. Believe it or not, it's made of Legos. He comes with a little knife like he's an inspiring baker. Isn't that cute? I don't know why he does this at night, but it's cute, am I right? I gave this adorable Lego doll set to my toddler. See how much he loves it. I can't believe I'd never heard of this cute Lego set before. There should be commercials.
Yeah. Palette cleanser.
Here's a weird question.
Yes.
Since since we're already off the rails, how come those videos, how come those videos play that way and mute us and we can't see anything? This one, we could like talk over. Hey, educators, check out this anatomically. We are muted, but I guess size-wise, you could still see us like on the sides.
Yeah, you have to make it 1920 by 1080 like this one.
Just picked up this great Lego set. Finally, Lego admits that the Earth is flat. It's about damn time. My friends come over and see this set and say, finally, Lego has admitted the Earth is flat. Wondered when they were going to get around to that. The Earth is flat, you idiots. NASA is fake. We never landed on the moon. Birds aren't real, and candy corn contains mind-controlled drugs.
So I wonder why that one, which I made first in a stupor at my sister's house while freaking out that my fun hole wasn't going to get there, it apparently, didn't come out in the right aspect ratio. And that's not cool because it's on my laptop and I'm going to have to open the laptop to redo it just so we can get it to be full screen. Or we should just never look at it ever again.
You've warned me about this before. You were the one who told me there are certain videos that don't fit the full screen that they can still see us during, like this one.
We got our first look this week at the Animal Crossing figure of Maple, and isn't she just the most adorable thing you've ever seen? A little bit of a disappointment with this polybag set in that we don't have every color pumpkin that appears in the game. We just have one pumpkin for Maple's pumpkin garden, so she's not that great of a pumpkin gardener. But what is amazing about this is that they're giving us a full second level of the terrain represented in the other sets. So we got a pine tree, we've got a second level, we've got a ladder, and we've got Maple. Maple's one of my villagers, and I'm very excited about this. I will probably only buy about 50 of these. With nearly 500 characters in the Animal Crossing universe, LEGO has the opportunity to give us plenty of polybags like this with unique characters, which is really exciting, and dare I say, they can probably do a couple of CMF lines. There's my Maple. She doesn't like to wear clothes sometimes. That's Maple in her underwear. Love her.
See, Mike and Joellen figured it out. I knew that very well because you literally told me.
I might have, but in my stupor, I just finished the dang thing.
Not a surprise to me.
Is what it is.
Yeah, it is.
I'm a stupor. Well, okay, that was exciting. So do you think that the mistake I made there was really a mistake? Can you even have a mistake? Because what does Bob Ross tell us? There are no mistakes, only happy accidents. I got to learn something additional. You got to play the Maple video. We got to make funny faces. No mistake, just a happy accident. Get us away from the palindrome, everybody. Like and subscribe.
We have a lot of great new songs, but this is what the outro is set up with. Mike and Joellen, stick around because the green room lives after the live stream is over. But we're going back out with one of our best songs that I oftentimes wake up with the song in my head. Enjoy this. Thank you for joining us. We love you. See you next week.
Daddy Ben, oh he loves his space. Lego ships in orange all in place. But Mara's size, they're all the same. And why that beard, it's just a shame. Orange ships, computers galore. Mara dreams of something more. In Legoland, where dreams take flight. Orange or not, they'll get it right. Daddy, your ships are lame. All of them look the same. And your beard, such a disgrace. Maybe just one short hair on your face.
I spend too much time working on them.
And sometimes you just don't do them. I feel like you're working on them.
Yeah.
And your beard.
And my beard.
And your mustache.
I'll get back in the photo so everyone can see.
Ugh.
Alright.
It should be more like one of those French ones that is the movies, like squirrels.
Like a little villain mustache?
Yes, you need that.
Okay. Well, thank you, Mara. Thanks for the rant.
Or you just need
Good
one
job.
little hair.
It takes too long for you to build them. Focus, get it done, concentrate, Daddy Ben. One more word about your beard. Come on, Daddy, it's so weird.
And they don't have different size ranges, which they should. And they all have computers in them. Like, it's disgusting.
Orange spaceships, make it end. Listen, friend, it's not a trend. Orange beard, that's the trend. Make it happen.